Welcome to our table, Fools As Written. This is the second installment of the Nightfall miniseries, The Gilded Fang. Our crew has taken on a lucrative contract to deliver cargo from Aramir to Thal's Bay. However, under no circumstances should they open it. The weather has taken a nasty turn and some of the crew have even gone missing. Will our players be able to deliver the cargo and get their 10,000 gold pieces with their life intact? Or will the sea claim them as its own? Find out in Session 1, Devils and the Deep Blue Sea. We hope you enjoy. The year is 1389, and you all are somewhere in the Drakenwake Maw. Thunder roars, the waves are hitting the sides of this ship. You can hear it constantly creaking. And you all are aboard the Gilded Fang. There is a tiefling siren head with golden fangs that is pointing eastward towards Thal's Bay to your location. The weather has been absolutely atrocious for the past couple days, 4 days. Almost as soon as you left Aramir, the weather turned. According to legend in the Drakenwake Maw, that means that the water dragons of this land are fighting one another for territory once again. Lightning is streaking the sky, the clouds are swirling in such a way that when the light flashes, you can almost see these dragon heads going head to head with each other. Our crew is about a day out, or two, from where they are trying to go, to Thal's Bay of Terravota. So close to delivering a shipment that will bring this crew 1 million gold pieces. Originally, that was 10,000 gold pieces per crew member. However, that is slowly ticking up, as now about 25 crew members have gone missing in the past 4 days. We see the violent swaying of this ship as Hellman's Silver Teeth and Quartermaster Gnarl are manning the wheel as rain pelts down on those currently aboard deck. Deckhands are scrambling to ensure that the sails are correctly manned or getting water off the deck so you all do not sink. Gnarl is screaming over the wind and thunder his orders. And below deck, as we pan below that helm, we see Captain Ketos's quarters. He is currently sitting behind his desk. Head is in his hands, and it looks like he's about to pull his hair out. We then go underneath Captain Ketos's feet, underneath the floorboards, into the cargo hold. The dim lights of oil lanterns brighten up this dark room well enough to see, but that's about it. Long, extremely heavy crates from the Sablemore shipment fill this hold. They're all marked with a blood-red crest that has swords and shields and pretty vines. Elegantly made crest. Of a house or of a establishment, you're not 100% certain. Rows of wooden boxes are held down with rope with very small gaps to squeeze between. We start with a young elvish woman who looks to be in her early 20s, counting on her fingers over and over and over again. She gets to 10, begins counting again. Her naturally green eyes that usually shine so brightly are dulled with this nervous energy as she's going to turn towards her friend. How many did you say we're supposed to have? Ryan, would you like to describe your character?
My character name is Nikky. He is in his early 20s. He's a sea elf with turquoise skin tone, kind of short hair that looks more of like a navy blue in color. Wearing pretty simple clothing, kind of just like the loose white piratey shirt with some brown pants that kind of have like chained armor, like scaled armor going down the sides, brown boots. And he's just flipping through papers that he set up on some of the boxes, on some of the crates down there. And he's just not looking at her when responding. We're supposed to have 500, and yeah, I keep counting not that. How many? You have a more accurate number, please, right?
Keeps counting on her fingers. I've passed 500.
Okay, by how much?
6.
Okay, yeah, that's what I got too. Multiple times.
Are you sure it said we're supposed to have 500?
That's what the paper says, and I'll lift up the paper and just kind of like hold it up to her.
She takes it. You're better at reading these things than I am, but yeah, no, that doesn't match at all. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they decided they wanted to make extra in case one broke.
Maybe, or we're just both really bad at counting. That could be it too.
I mean, yeah, that could be it too, but, you know, I like to think we're not that dumb. I mean, we're just counting.
Yeah, or maybe Tables and Shar and the other crew, maybe they just picked up a couple too few many crates. Maybe it's their fault, not anyone else's. It's just theirs. Kitos can be mad at them.
Yeah, not mad at us. You did. I mean, I wasn't given this job, but I'm sure we're all coming up with the same number. You can't get mad at you too, right?
No, definitely not. No. Who knows? Maybe if we have a few extra crates, maybe we'll get paid a little more yet.
That's true. It's better to have more than it is to have less. And there's some negotiation power in there. And, you know, Kitos isn't too bad with negotiation. I mean,
there we go.
We did pick up, this job is a lot bigger than we normally do. This isn't a bad omen, right?
No. See, look at us thinking. Yeah, this isn't our fault. We're not the dumb ones here. Thank you.
We're not the dumb ones. Everything is gonna be okay. Roll me a perception check.
Okay, starting off strong. I got a 19 on the die plus 8, so 27.
Okay, with a 19 plus 8. You get the sense as you are counting these, you specifically remember that there are instructions that these crates should not be open under any circumstances. Some of them are open.
Like cover completely off, or like just barely like cracked open?
Slightly cracked, but these were sealed.
Nikky will point at one of them and kind of like his breath will catch, because like he's been the one down here. They've been the ones down here, so if it looks like rules have been disobeyed, probably blame's gonna fall on them. So he'll see it, breath will catch a little bit, and point over to one of the boxes that's open, one of the crates that's opened. Ken, that wasn't us, right? You didn't, because we're not supposed to open the boxes, and that one is kind of open.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me. I mean, I know I have sticky fingers every once in a while, but I didn't do that.
Okay. And he'll walk over, kind of supporting himself on the boxes as like probably the ship rocks back and forth, and walk over to the crate. And he'll try and take a quick peek through the little open slit, but then try and close it shortly after.
Following that 27 perception, smell of dirt, wet dirt. as you try to peek in that hole, and all you see is soil.
We're being paid to ship dirt?
It's dirt?
I mean, that's what it looks like. I mean, I know we spend most of our time on a ship, but I think I know what dirt looks like.
No, I don't doubt you at all. No, you're very smart. Anyway, but what I guess like some people are. Maybe it's a rich couple that just wants to go on a treasure hunt. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, maybe people want to make their own private island, and they need a lot of dirt to do that.
That could be useful. What would you do with a private island?
I don't know, just vacay, stay away from people.
Oh, you would stay away from me.
No, you would be invited. I mean, there'd be people. A lot of the crew would be invited. Tables, he would absolutely be there as long as he'd accept.
Just make sure he doesn't, do what he normally does.
I don't think he'd listen to me, but we can try.
That's a good point. I don't think he listens to anybody. And she blows a piece of hair that just keeps flopping in her face.
And we'll just nonchalantly just close the crate since it's just dirt. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, maybe they just wanted extra dirt. And if it's just dirt, more the merrier, right? We're gonna be fine.
It's just dirt, and we're gonna get paid handsomely for dirt. So.
10,000 gold pieces for dirt. That'll be fine. Everything's fine.
But he'll walk over and grab some more papers, kind of go over a few more details, and maybe we should count just one more time, just in case.
Yeah. Just one more time. And she will wipe off ink that you've somehow got on your face really quickly. And then you hear shouting from above deck. Kenley, you're needed!
Or I can just count myself and you can go not get in trouble.
Well, there's nothing more that I would like to do than count boxes of dirt with you. Kenley! I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, no. I don't want to get in trouble.
You should go and I'll count. And it's fine. We can count again sometime else.
Well, I look forward to our counting session. And she gives this tiny little bow. And she starts to make her way up the staircase that is very, very steep. And it goes straight up deck. And you can hear the roar of thunder, the waves crashing. She'll quickly turn around. Hey, Nick, don't forget to eat, okay? You've been at this for a while. I think you've counted this twice.
I won't. Thank you.
She'll give a little nod and head up the hatch. And you continue to count. And you continue to count. 506.
I think after getting the 506 one more time, it'll kick one of the crates and just yell, damn it! 500. 500, it wasn't that tough. We could have gotten it right, but it's fine. And we'll start grabbing the paperwork and bring it up to Kitos, giving him the same information that we had before.
Okay. And with that, the lamps in this section are oil lamps. Do you douse the lamps?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so you are able to douse the lamps, and as you douse the last one, roll me another perception check.
Ooh, we started off so well. 3 plus 8, so 11.
You hear the creak of this boat. But in that creak, you swear you hear scuffling in the walls. But you think nothing of it as you make your way to Kitos and give your report. And as that is happening, we pan over to the mess hall. Not all deckhands are currently working. It's not how a pirate ship works. So if you are taking a break in the mess hall, it's very humid. It is very warm, as this is the middle of summer at sea. This room is full of people currently on call, because you can't have everybody above deck working the sails. There's too many at the moment. So you all are kind of switching in between doing the sails and taking breaks. You all are soaking wet, as again, y'all were out in that rain earlier. All of the tables in this mess hall, there's something special about all the tables in this mess hall. They are all mismatched. Most have been stapled or mended back together with whatever mending spells could possibly be putting these mundane tables back together. You could probably find a table from every port in Aramir and some from Terravota that have been mixed and matched together in order to keep the table together, as something has messed most of them up. And you see people of all shapes, sizes, ages. Some people are already drunk, even though it's early afternoon. Some people are asleep at these tables, drunk off the grog that they had last night, or extremely hungover. You see some people who are gambling away at some of these tables with their coins, with their anything that they could actually bet. But you also see them lose some of their dice with that violent sway of this ship as that storm goes on outside. But as we come into this mess hall, we hear yelling and we hear breaking of wood as someone crashes through a table. Face, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah. So, Victor Tables McCrag is a small dwarven fellow with very jet black hair, shaped into a mohawk, shaved on the sides, and a big unkept beard. Very scraggly, maybe little bits of food in it here and there, some ale stains, but a few little beads and things of decoration. And again, very small, rough around the edges, dwarven dude. Is he being put through a table?
You are currently being put through a table as a beast of a woman lifts you up and shoves you into the table, breaking another table that this carpenter has just put back together as you hear the breaking and splintering of wood.
This barely phases tables. It's a common occurrence. But I'll sit up and sort of shake my head a bit and go, "Now what'd you do that for?"
You started it, not me.
Remind me how.
Who wants to have a fight? I want to fight. What tables can we break today?
Oh yeah, I did say that. That's right. Sorry. It's been a long day.
Have you had enough for today, tables, or do you want to do it again? As she will lift you up and hold you, your tiny form, from her 6 feet tall frame, and she holds you with one arm in front of her.
Be grabbing at her wrist, beads of sweat pouring down Tables' head. Goes, "No, I think that's quite all right to keep my namesake for today."
To keep your namesake, is that why everybody calls you Tables?
Well, I've never put me through a table.
I would have figured you put somebody else through a table.
No, you don't always get to pick your nicknames.
Oh, it's due to your fey, is it?
I've never heard it put so succinctly. Thank you.
You're welcome. I will make sure not to call upon you if I need somebody through a table. And she will actually throw you to where you go through another table as it breaks.
So, I guess I'm far away from her now. How far did she throw little tables?
Roll me a d20.
Oh, great. First roll of the game is me being thrown. A 5.
She throws you 5 feet into the table next to you and then begins to walk away. And as she walks away, Lady Blackheart, would you like to describe your character as you see tables go through 2 tables within the span of 5 minutes?
So Lilith Grimrose, she is an elf, still pretty young, but has grown up a little bit. I would say around 20s. Her purple eyes just go really wide, but at the same time, she's not all that surprised. His nickname is Tables. He must have said or done something for this to happen. And she just kind of watches and just like, yep. And as she's nodding her head, her red hair is just kind of following along with her movements and just kind of going about the rest of her day. Just going back to what she was doing, because it's just like any other day. Table going through a table.
And since it's like any other day, will you roll me a perception check, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna do it through the website.
You got it.
15.
With a 15, you see a few of the crew down here are side-eyeing you and then looking at the beast of a woman who just left and then side-eyeing you. You know that these are people who are in bad waters with your father, and they think you may have had something to do with the recent occurrences. As they look at you, look at her, almost to see what you're going to do.
So I'm noticing that these people are looking at me, right?
Yeah, with that perception. Yeah.
So Lilith just kind of... She already kept to herself a lot of the times because of who her father was, and, you know, is the daughter of a sailor, grew up as a sailor, so she knows to keep her head down when she's supposed to. But obviously a lot of these things that have been happening are not helping. So she kind of just still is trying to keep her head down, trying to keep to herself. But she can't help it. She goes over to Tables and asks, "Are you doing okay? Was that rough?"
I'll look up and shaking it off a little bit and some splinters in the beard a little bit. No, it's okay. It's only 2 today. It's pretty low for a normal day. How are you?
For the most part, I'm doing okay.
That's good. That's good. I never cared for old. As I look over my shoulder at this giant person walking away. I never cared for old big Batilda, Belinda, whatever her name was. Between you and me, I hope she goes missing next. I'm going to enjoy her cut the most.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm sorry. That kind of just came out of me. The tables make me a truth speaker.
no, that's all right. I'm sure if I had gotten through a few tables, I would be speaking the truth as well. But I'm glad you're doing okay, and I'm gonna go back to what I was doing, and just kind of, it's like, all right, let me go back to keeping to myself.
Tables just hit his chest and said, "Good looking out."
No problem.
And as that is happening, we pan over to one of the crew's most level-headed members. How would you like to describe your character and what your character is doing as this chaos ensues?
So Shar Khan is this like 45-year-old career soldier turned almost like adventurer mercenary who finds himself on Kitos' boat. And he's got some kind of singed looking hair that's close cut it's definitely a military cut, but due to his Fire Goliath background, it also looks a little singed at the edges. And he's got a very built frame, and he's kind of just in the corner of the mess hall, kind of keeping an eye on things. He almost got going to the tables fight, but he saw that it was kind of calming down, and it looks like he's kind of just keeping an eye on the crew, making sure that like no major fights are breaking out. He lets things go by and tries to make sure that they work themselves out.
Okay. And as you are waiting to see if things work out, you notice as people pass you, as crew members pass you, it's almost like they get very quiet whenever they are close to your presence. They don't speak. They kind of eye you up and down. And it's one of these situations you're like, it's almost like they're unsure of whether to continue conversations around you, like if their conversation will be reported back in some way or get them in trouble in some way, almost as if they are unsure to trust you or not, as they kind of scurry past you and your frame as you watch this mess hall. And as that continues, is there anything else Tables, Lilith, or Shar would like to do in this mess hall?
I think I would just stand up, dust myself off a little bit, and find an unoccupied, still structurally sound table and sit at it and just have a drink of something, whatever's available. Just sort of, take the edge off a bit.
There is plenty of grog to be had in this mess hall. Will you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
All day. Let's see what we got. 18.
Okay. You're able to drink this without feeling any negative side effects as you have your grog to accompany, you at a good fixed table. And with that, we're going to pan back to Captain Ketos' quarters where Nikki was giving a report. Ketos, head in his hands, looks like he's about to pull his hair out every once in a while as you were giving this report.
And I also just want to mention, on top of having the extra boxes, or extra crates, there were some crates that were, well, some of them were open a little bit. It wasn't Kenrai. We didn't do it. It was, we did not open them. We followed the rules, but there were a few that were just a little bit open.
That is bad tidings, isn't it?
But the good news is that if one of the boxes breaks, if 6 of the boxes break, we have 6 more.
How correct you are.
I do math.
Nikki, follow me, please.
Oh, okay.
He will get up from his chair, from his nice desk, and he will walk out of his quarters, and he starts making his way to the mess hall.
I think we're, like, as we're walking, we look very nervous. We're walking in like, is he gonna kill me? So we're giving people looks of just like, oh, what have I done? What, like, help me? Is this normal? He's giving looks to anyone that looks like they might help him.
They see that you are following Captain Ketos.
Okay, and then we'll, if no one wants to do anything, we'll lean over to just some random person, probably closest to the doors we're getting to the mess hall, and we'll just stop, like, grab this crew member's hand. If I don't make it out, please tell Kenley that I would invite her to my private island like a million times over, okay? Thanks. And we'll give him a little slap on the cheek, and then...
You slap him on his cheek, and he just looks confused, and then he yells, Kenley! As he just yells it in front of everybody.
Well, okay. She'll understand. Okay.
Don't die.
You too. Yeah.
And as you are walking, I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
What? I'm walking. 7 + 2, so 9.
It's almost like you lose your sea legs for a bit, as this is a violent storm that is currently happening. The boat rocks, and a wave actually comes onto the boat, and your feet slip from underneath you, and you start sliding towards the side. Ketos, as you are starting to fall, will just grab hold of the back of the scruff of your shirt and hold you up.
Whoa, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I guess I don't need to... If you were going to kill me, you probably would just let me die right there, so... I think we'll be okay.
I'm not gonna kill you today.
Today?
And he will carry you down the stairs to the mess hall. And I think at this point you all see, because you hear the thunderous footsteps coming down that mess hall's steep decline. Almost like everybody in this mess hall goes quiet as that storm rages outside, and you see rain and the sea mist in here. He's still holding on to the scruff of Nikki's shirt.
As soon as we walk in, all the fear in his face turns to embarrassment, as we're hanging there. We're hanging out.
Avast ye! Lilith, Shar, tables with me.
Lilith abruptly stands up and is trying to be like straight and forward and says, "Yes, Captain." But then is scared of all the attention that I'm sure she's getting.
There are people looking towards you, eyes squinted.
Tables does something similar, but probably with a lot less form. Sort of like a clumsy feet together salute, and then he starts slowly making his way, following behind Lilith.
Wait, Tables, before you come, can you grab the like, he'll point to a drink on a table for me. Can you just, please?
I'll go up, as I'm walking past the table, if there's someone sitting at it with their drink, I'm just going to grab those out from in front of them and keep walking.
Oh, thank you.
Tables, do you
Sorry,
wish to go
Captain's
to
orders.
another one?
Captain's orders.
Star stands up as well, and in a very crisp tone, just says, "Aye, Captain," and falls in line.
Okay. And he will go back up the stairs. He gently places Nikki down, taps your shoulders. Sea legs.
Check.
And he will start making his way back to his quarters. And you hear that thunderous footstep of this man who commands like silence and attention wherever he goes.
We're gonna reach over and try and take the drink that we asked Tables for.
Yeah, I'll hand it up and just be like, "Everything good, Nikki? Why's Captain carrying you around like a rag doll?"
Oh, yeah, no, everything is fine. I thought I was gonna die there for a second, but then Keto saved me, so then I figured I wasn't gonna die. So
Big, like, toothy grin. He's a great captain, isn't he?
yeah, it's weird. It's like when your life just flashes before your eyes, but I was out of breath there for a second. I was really scared. And he'll like down the drink.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
24.
You feel pretty good.
Yeah, follow into the quarters.
Everybody else is heading there too?
Same, yeah, following.
Okay. And as you start to make your way to his quarters, he leads you immediately below the helm of the ship, where you all hear those on deck chanting and working together to maintain proper sailing as the wind and the waves beat against this ship. Silverteeth and Gnarl are still at the helm. Roll me a dexterity saving throw, all of you, please.
$12.
6.
19 plus 1, so 20.
19.
You said 6, Shar? You are used to being prim, proper, ready to go, but that wave hits this deck at just the right angle and it sways violently. You feel your composure slip as your feet slip from underneath you and you start sliding on deck.
Can tables try to help?
Roll me a sleight of hand.
24.
Okay, with a 24, you're able to grab a hold of Shar. I need you to roll me an athletics check, though, because Shar is a lot bigger than you and a lot heavier than you.
9.
I think with a 9, you both start going.
Can we?
Whoopsie.
As soon as they start sliding, you said it's been storming. It's rainy. Waves are crashing over. I assume there's a decent bit of water on the deck. As soon as they start sliding, can we cast Shape Water and freeze a part of the section that they are on, like hoping the ice will like try to catch them? So like they're freeze to the deck for a second.
Okay. With that, roll me an Arcana check. If you get a 12 or higher, we're going to say that it actually latches onto them and their clothes and it freezes them to the deck since they are also wet. Less than that, they're going to slide even faster.
Okay. 16 plus 7.
Alrighty, 16 plus 7, yeah. So as you both start to slide, what does this look like for Shar and for Tables as ice begins to form underneath you and you get stuck?
It kind of looks like if there's part of a puddle on the deck, it kind of looks like on the outsides of the puddle it starts to ice up a little bit as if it's preparing for something, and the second they hit it, it like just like in one quick movement, it just freezes up and you can see it kind of like latch on to like part of their pants, their clothes, something. If there's enough rainwater around too, maybe gets like an ice band around them as well. And as soon as we're confident they have stopped and they have no more momentum, we'll melt the ice so then they can get up.
And what is this like for Shar and Tables?
The show is kind of caught off guard, and in a surprising moment, you kind of see him flailing his arms, kind of grabbing for whatever is closest, and whatever's closest happens to be Tables.
Yeah, and Tables was not really thinking about the second part of lifting Shar back up, so he just sort of dove forward. So I would say he's face down on the deck. Probably his beard is frozen in place by the water. With just a hand out trying to grab Shar.
Roll me an acrobatics check to see if you lose any of your beard.
Oh no. Acrobatics?
Yeah.
I should do better at that. Okay. Oh no, that's a natural 1 plus 5 is 6. Don't take my beard, session 1.
Your beard gets stuck in the ice, and it does manage to stop your momentum. But what part of your beard pretty much gets waxed?
Did you say what part of my beard?
Like, what part of your beard gets waxed? We won't take all of it.
Oh, Well, it can't look good because it's an accident. So I'm going to say there's like a big patch right here that just gets completely pulled out.
And you like see the follicles that get stuck in the ice as it rips it out. And then eventually just melts and floats off board.
Oh! I'm sorry.
My hair's not very strong. I don't get enough of the fruits. But us dwarves, that'll be back in the morning, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Good thing I grabbed you there, though, Shar. You good?
Yeah, thank you for sacrificing your beard.
I'd give my whole beard for this crew. Except for Batilda. Or whatever her name is.
Well, thanks. We love you too. That's very sweet.
Oh, I didn't go that far. Okay. Anyway, where are we going?
My fault.
And as you all continue, someone above your heads will yell, "Private Island sounds nice! Just saying."
And we'll look up and give her a thumbs up. I'm not dead. I think it's gonna happen after all.
And you see her giggling as she is like hanging upside down as she watches you all start making your way to Ketos's quarters. Ketos will hold the door open and he watched the whole thing happen.
Lilith just kind of puts her head down and quickly scurries into his quarters. Even though there was no part in this that she had, and she still felt embarrassed and scurried into the quarters.
I follow along, but head held up high, patch shining.
Yeah, I think we feel pretty proud of ourselves. We think we saved people from going overboard, so I think we look to Ketos to like, you proud? Like, yeah, that was cool, right?
Sora walks in as well and gives a low nod, kind of just slowly says, "Won't happen again, sir."
His eyes are very cold and smudged, and he watches as you all enter. And you can roll me an insight, actually.
All of us?
Yeah.
$22.
Also 22.
18.
13.
With those rolls, you all, you can tell he like is stressed about something isn't quite right, but you all have given him a little bit of amusement today as he's trying not to chuckle as you all enter. And as you enter, he will close the door behind you, and he takes off his frock coat, takes off his hat, tries to get some of the water off. You all may take a seat if you wish. This won't take too long.
I'll do so.
I think we'll do the same, but if there's like, instead of a chair, if there's a different like table or something that we could sit on, then I think we're really hopping up on that.
Lilith goes ahead and takes a seat and asks the captain, "What all this is this about, Cap?"
Well, something on board's murdered all the livestock.
Was it the chef?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Four Fingers had nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, I just like that chef name.
When did that happen?
Well, McCormley just let me know. But y'all know he's too much of a ball bag to actually handle anything.
Well,
We're sure it was unnatural causes of death.
Doesn't look, from what I've heard, natural, but I want you all to look into it.
When did it happen?
Well, Cormley just let me know a few moments ago.
We'll lean in, whispering way too loudly. Do you think it was the open crates with dirt? Like that there was like something in there that like escaped?
I don't ken what is causing it, but I cannot say if it's that, or if one of the new members have decided that they want to cause ruckus. I cannot say. Tables.
The fact that Nikki said whispers way too loudly, can we hear this?
I would say yes. Whispers too loudly, I'd say yes.
There's crates of dirt in the hold.
Well, yeah. At least, I mean, a couple of them at least. I don't know what all of them have, but the ones that were opened, yeah, they had a little bit of dirt in them. Maybe like a magic dirt, maybe just like regular dirt, but it was dirt. So.
But I thought we weren't supposed to open them.
You weren't.
And we did. Ken and I, we did not. It was we were counting.
I'm not blaming you. I thought those were the instructions from the crates, so we weren't supposed to open them, and they're somehow opened.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't us.
Interesting.
Well, the dirt didn't open them itself, right? I mean, it explains why it was so heavy, but how does dirt open a box?
I mean, tables, Shar. When you guys were moving the crates on, like, did you feel stuff inside like moving, or what? Were they solid?
There was dirt, like, in the crevices of them, but I just figured that's picked up from somewhere from wherever we got them. It must have been sitting on the ground at some point.
Yeah, and they were heavy, but you know, cargo's heavy.
Nothing felt unnatural about any of this, and the dirt just looked like dirt.
Well, here's to hoping it is just dirt. My concern is that someone else may have gotten a similar contract, and those tend to be brutal as it is. I want you all to look into it, but I want this to stay under the hatches. I don't need more panic.
Aye, Captain. And if I may ask, are there anybody on board that you may think could have possibly done this?
I cannot say exactly. We have a few new members, a few new crew that I haven't completely vetted out yet. I cannot say I know exactly who it would be.
Well, then where would you like us to start?
Maybe you all can find something at the pen. We haven't cleaned it up yet. Just got this information. After you all look into it, then I can send someone after it to clean up. Then I wanted to mess anything up.
I don't know if this is the right time, but are we gonna have enough to eat?
That's my concern. We may have to lower the rations, but we're getting close.
I know we're getting close, but it's not possible then to stop somewhere else? Just a pit stop?
No. It's a straight shot from here.
No land for us to stop at.
If we deem the carcasses fine, shall we just deliver them to the chef anyways?
That's an option. My concern is someone is, deliberately sabotaging. So I'm not... Can I say I'm comfortable eating it? I don't know if this is connected to the disappearances or not.
Well, we can check it out. See what we find. Maybe look at the boxes too, since, that's fair game now.
Do try not to mess them up. Keep them in all right conditions. Our contract specifically said not to open.
Should we close them back then? Maybe they won't notice.
It'd be preferred if you can figure out a way to do it. I'm sorry to put this on you. To trust you all to handle it.
Like, this is the inner circle of the trust, and we're getting the special. Don't apologize for putting this on us. This is exciting. I mean, bad. It could be really bad, but it's exciting.
Takes his fingers and rubs between his eyes.
Oh, the sea's cursed. Sure.
Yeah.
Captain, we can keep it discreet.
Lilith kind of leans over to Nikki and is trying to whisper and goes, I think you're right. I think this is part of the inner circle. And just going along with it.
I know, it's so cool. I've never, the inner circle, I think then we're all friends. I've never had this many friends before, at one time. So.
I haven't either. It's so cool.
We gotta, it's just one of those old time stories. We gotta be really careful. We gotta watch our backs. We gotta watch each other's backs. Have to be sure if we walk into a room that we're not being followed. Oh, it's exciting.
Okay.
Well, you can handle it.
So he's leaning against the wall, and he kind of takes a deep exhale, and he kind of looks back at Kitos and says, well, we'll try and keep it discreet at least.
Sorry, Captain. Yes, Captain. I think we can handle it.
We'll sober up a second. Yeah, no. Discreet. Like so far under the floorboards. So discreet.
You'll be alright. Up to it.
We'll hop off the table and start walking out with some pep in our step.
So he'll hold the door open, then he'll take one last look over his shoulder and kind of give Kitos a nod.
He nods back. You may roll me an insight if you wish.
Nine.
He just nods.
I'll follow as well.
Alrighty. And as you all head to the weather deck where the livestock are held, boat rocks violently again. Roll me a dexterity saving throw at advantage since you are getting your sea legs.
$28.
19.
18.
15.
Perfect. You all are able to continue to the weather deck without any issues as that boat sways violently. You hear thunder roaring. You see lightning flash as you can tell the sky above you swirls. You may roll me a nature check.
$17.
11.
8.
4.
You've never seen weather at sea quite like this. Maybe the dragons are fighting. As you all make it to the weather deck towards the pens where the livestock are kept. And as you get closer, the smell of livestock and salt water fills your senses. It mingles with this metallic copper twang. You all see pens that the carpenter who also mends the tables has made. Most of these pens are actually made from old tables. As you can see, bits and pieces of what tables has broken has been mended into part of the ship to keep things like chickens, goats, you pigs. And as you enter, the livestock in this room are all laying on the ground, lifeless.
Dara will walk over to the closest corpse and kind of start looking it over and see if he can see any sort of external wounds.
Okay, with that, roll me an investigation check. And before you give me your number, is there anything else that Nikky or Lilith or Tables would like to do as you see Shar starting to investigate one of the corpses?
I was just going to offer to give help as well. I'm not as good of an investigator, but try to assist in the same way. And looking at the corpses, trying to look for wounds, looking for the amount of blood, things like that, but just offer help.
Okay, Shar, roll at advantage. And what is Lilith doing?
Lilith, of course, is the druid, so she kind of is taken aback by all of this and wants to be helpful, but at the same time, she's not sure how much of help she could be because this kind of hurts for her, seeing all of this going on. By any means, she is not a vegetarian, however, knowing that the livestock is depleted and that this is going to end very badly if it gets known that this is happening with the crew. She knows that it's going to end very badly. So she's a little uneasy, just not really sure what to do, and is just kind of standing around looking at everything happening.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
"22.
And mine was a 26.
And before I get into what those numbers mean, what is Nikky doing?
We want to see on like you described kind of like the fence or like the cage or whatever exactly is around. If there has been any damage that seems unnatural to any of those things, or then if did you say like you said that it was this stuff was made by like the carpenter? I'm forgetting his name already. I'm sorry.
Just the carpenter.
Okay. That he built these. Does he happen to be around too looking at these or not?
You all are the only people in the
room currently, as it is a little bit smaller. If there was someone, you'd most likely see a crew member in here. So it is just you all.
Okay, then just looking for any damage that looks unnatural.
Okay, roll an investigation check as well.
I got an 11.
Okay. With those numbers, we are going to start with an 11 and work our way up. With an 11, whatever happened in here happened quickly. You do not see any signs of struggle. You do not see any broken bits of pen. From what you can see, there is nothing on the wood that shows any scuffle at all. And as you look over the floor next to the pen, nothing seems out of place. With a 22, as you're looking this creature or around the room with your perception, there are no broken bones. There are no visible wounds that you can see from where you're standing. It looks like these animals just went to sleep in an awkward position. The only thing that tells you otherwise is the dead eyes that look back. With a 26. Shar, as you're getting closer to the animals, you find puncture marks in the neck and this creature. You were just told about the death of these creatures. They should still be warm. You know that they should still be warm. They are not. They're cold. And there's barely any blood splatter, any pool that would be associated with some kind of bleed out. And as you look over that, slightly to the left, you see the outline of when your feet are cold or if it's too hot, there's a temperature difference on the floor. Your foot leaves an imprint. You see bare feet. The imprints of bare feet and the drops of blood that go towards one of the corners.
He'll speak up to the group, and as he's examining the body, he'll kind of look over the neck and say to them, "This was not a natural death, and I'm sorry to do this to you, Lilith, but I do need to check something." And then he'll kind of palm one of the daggers from his side, and he'll take another swipe at the corpse, kind of around the neck, and much to everyone else's surprise, as he cuts where a vein should have been, nothing comes out.
Lilith kind of flinches as Shar does that, but she does not look away. She knows that what he has to do has to happen, and she's going to do her best to be strong about it. So she's trying so hard to, hard, but at the same time, it's just this is what needs to be done so that we can know what we're dealing with and moving on from it. So she has to watch it happen so that she can get her feelings in check.
Then giving her a glance and kind of getting a nod that she's all right so far, he speaks up as well and says, "I'm not super versed in animals, but there should still be at least some blood in here, right? We all agree that this is does not look like a fresh kill.
No, it doesn't, and it's really strange. There should have been blood when you cut into it, yes.
So if something bled all these things dry, where'd all the blood go? Shouldn't it be splattered around the floor?
It should be.
I suspect this is one of the mysteries we're here to solve.
I wonder if anyone's been in and out of here. What part of the ship is this at? Like, is it located? Is it a high traffic area? Is it?
It would be a low traffic area, and this is towards the back of the ship because you don't want livestock infecting or dirtying anything that is a high traffic area. So this is more so only really traversed by the cook and the caretaker.
Is there just the one entrance that we came in?
There
And then
is
do those footsteps that I saw lead to that entrance, or does it lead not towards that door?
not towards that door. It leads towards, like, you all entered, and it leads further back into the small room.
I guess after I stand up from kneeling by the corpse, I'll also look down and I'll point out the footsteps and comment that there's steps here, it seems, but they don't lead towards the door that we just came in. Is there supposed to be another entrance to here that I don't know about, Tables? You've been on this ship a while.
Would I know the same, that we came in the only egress?
You would know that you came in the only entrance.
Do I see these footprints now that Shar mentions them?
Shar, when you point them out, it almost looks like the footprints are starting to fade. Kind of like after a while, that imprint of when your foot touches something either cold or hot fades with time.
But do I get a good enough look to see that it's a barefoot print and not a boot print?
Yes.
Well, we either gotta find the only person on this ship without boots, or figure out why would you walk around without your boots on a ship? And why are they going into that wall? Sorry, I ignored your question. The answer to your question is, I think the way we came in is the only way in and out of this room.
You never heard of like crawl space or anything in the ship? I can't imagine there's not much extra space that we've never come across.
Do I know of any kind of secret passages or anything?
Roll me a history check.
Four.
Nope.
Well, there's only so much room on a ship. What you see is what you get, generally. I don't know if there's the bilge, but we don't really mess around with that area. It's mostly for the rats. I don't think anybody with a foot that big could get in there.
Could I go ahead and try to detect if there's any magic in the area?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. Are you using the spell Detect Magic, or are you just trying to sense it?
Just trying to sense it.
Yeah, roll me an Arcana.
19.
With a 19, you don't get the sense that there's any magic in this room. Usually magic comes with like this slightly bitter taste. Or depending on who cast it. You get none of it.
That's the only entrance. I was thinking maybe somebody used magic to try to go somewhere else, but I'm not sensing anything at all right now. And that kind of creeping me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Does that mean they're still in here?
I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility. If that's the only entrance, and I'm not sensing any kind of magic that they could have used to possibly get out or go somewhere else. It's possible.
Table starts rolling up his sleeves, which is the equivalent of equipping himself.
Can I get closer to the wall and kind of check it over visually and see if I can notice anything out of place with the wall?
As you follow the footsteps towards the corner, they disappear behind like a bunch of boxes that hold different animal feeds.
If we see Shar walking this direction, and if we can also, like, we see the animal feed, I will just talk to Shar for a second. Just before you get, before you get any closer, I mean, if we feel something else could be, whatever, and we'll just cast Task, which says, sounds like it's new to both of us. You can flick your wrist and essentially just complete a small, simple task. And my goal with this was to give the flick of the wrist and like open some of these animal feed crates.
Okay, that's cool. As you cast Task and start opening some of the animal feed containers, there is nothing special about the animal feed containers.
And I think every time he's casting it, Nikky's like doing the little flick of the wrist, but then kind of like shuddering back, expecting something to like jump out, but then nothing happens. So
There is nothing in the animal feed containers.
then we'll Task put the lid back on or close them again.
If I see Nikki over there doing that, but we see him leading into the containers, and they're just like boxes, barrels, bushels, and things in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start trying to drag them out of the corner, expose whatever's behind this stack.
Okay. And while you start to move these barrels out of the way to get behind them, Nikki.
I'm sorry, I just want to... By nothing, you mean like there was no animal or living creature? Or do you mean like there was nothing in these barrels?
Nothing out of the ordinary. So like
Okay.
feed would have still been in there. But nothing living, nothing that looks like it has devoured everything in the container. Nothing of
Okay.
note. And as Table starts pulling these containers out of the way to get behind them, you see on the floor, it looks like it has been ripped apart, like it has been gnawed apart. You find a hole, like a small hole that has been chewed at, almost like rats have gnawed at the boarding and made a spot to come through. Do you look down?
Take a tentative glance at the hole in the floorboards, and then I glance back at tables and I ask, those rats that you were talking about in the bilge, are they like big rats, or is this a normal hole? Have you seen holes like this before?
I mean, they're normal rats. They're probably bigger than me than they are you. And I'm not an expert on holes. I just don't think rats have toes like that. I'm caught up on the feet. But I'll go check it out if you want. I mean, I'm tiny. I can mosey.
I will say, even though you are tiny, this does not look like it would be comfortable for you to fit.
Oh, maybe it is a rat then. Is it completely pitch black?
If you are looking down, it again doesn't look comfortable to climb down, but it appears to lead to the cargo hold.
I'll share that for anyone who can't see down the hole. It's in the direction of our open boxes.
But this just happened. But I was down there right before we got called for this. There's nothing. There's nothing else. There's just Ken and I. And the open boxes.
Unless it happened during that time Captain came to grab us and we went back to his quarters.
Well, that's really quick then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this could have been done quickly. I don't know, but there's a lot of animals in here, right?
There were enough to get milk from a goat, to get eggs from chickens, to have pigs for slaughter for a 100-person crew.
Yes, whoever did this is gonna have to be moving fast. You didn't see anything? Did you see a hole that looked like this one?
I was too busy like focusing on numbers and counting. I wasn't really looking for holes.
That's fair.
But I mean, shall we go down there and try and find more holes?
I mean, I think whoever did this, or who at least was in the room, exited that way.
Is there anything nearby that we can drop into the hole?
There are eggs. There are pellets of feed. Anything small that you have on your person.
So Shar will take out one of the darts that he carries along with him because he has a penchant for playing in the mess hall, and I'll kind of just stick a hand over the hole, and then he'll look at the rest of the group and kind of show off the rest of the darts and say, well, I guess we'll just drop one of these and then we'll want at the cargo hold till we find it, right? Hole's gotta lead somewhere, right? And then I'll just drop it.
And as you drop it, if everyone will roll me a perception check, please.
Dirty 20.
19.
25.
10.
Nikki, you don't hear anything or see anything. With a 19 and dirty 20, you hear scuffling. The tiniest little scuffle. The 25.
Did you guys didn't hear that? That sounded like a hiss. I just heard a hiss. I'm pretty sure that was a hiss.
heard scuffling, and I suppose in retrospect we probably should have announced we were dropping something.
Is it a snake?
Would it be a snake if we heard scuffling and then a hiss?
No, and snakes don't have feet.
Right.
There's something toothy that killed these and had needle-like teeth, but I don't think snakes can make holes.
I honestly don't know a whole lot about snakes except that they hiss.
Well, we were told to get to the bottom of it, so downstairs then. I vote I'm the last one to walk in there.
Okay.
How come you get to be the last one?
Well, because I voted for it, and I said it first.
Fine, then I'm the second to last.
Okay, yeah, see? Like, I don't make the rules, I just obey them, and yeah, so...
So I'll kind of just shake his head and go, I'll take point. I can go first.
Oh, you're so brave. Thanks.
Oh, so brave.
Someone's gonna have to tell me where to stand. I lost track.
You'll be in front of me, tables.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so I'll just mosey on his way back from the hole and then head to the door and open it up and start leading us down towards the storage area.
And as you leave the weather deck and start making your way to the cargo hold, you have to come back above deck where again you hear the thunder, you hear the roar of the waves, that violent swaying of this boat. People trying to make sure that the sails are proper in order to get you where you need to go during your time limit, during the frame of which this contract should be taking place. You all go to the center of the main deck and you're able to open that large hatch and descend down a very steep staircase. Once you all enter, do you close the hatch? Because you do know if you do not close the hatch in this kind of weather, there is the potential that the storm will rip it off.
Yeah, since we are the last one, we will close the hatch, but hoping that, like, if we could do it at the same time, we'll cast Task again and try and turn on at least one of those lanterns that's down here.
Okay, yeah, you're able to cast Task and light one of the lanterns that's closest to the staircase. And because of that, it was very dark down here, as none of the lights are on. As you all know, the oil lamps in places that are not currently occupied should be turned off during violent storms. Because if one of them breaks, you end up with a fire on board that is very hard to put out. So you're able to light one of those lanterns. All of you do have dark vision except for Shar. So past the light of that lantern, you can see in shades of gray. Shar, once that light goes on, all you can see is the light that comes from the hatch, and then that oil lamp. This is the only place you can see. Everything else in this room is pitch black. Three of you were recently here. One of you more recent than everyone else, as most of you helped load this cargo on.
I think as we're taking our steps down, I think Nikky more means this of, like, talking to himself, but it's still out loud. You know, now that I think about it, when I was walking out, I did feel like there was something talking, but I thought it was like someone else, like above, or because why would the boxes talk to me? Boxes don't talk. Crates don't talk. And like a shiver, just like, oh, freaky.
What did it say? Or what did you think it said?
GM, was there a certain thought specifically, or just kind of just felt like it?
I will leave that up to your imagination.
It wasn't like words, really. It was kind of muffled. Like it sounded like someone was talking, but like you couldn't really hear, which is why it's like, you know, if there's someone a few rooms away, like talking is muffled, you know. So that's what I thought. I didn't think a snake would be talking to me either. So
How big is this hold? Like, how many feet?
It is a pretty big hold. It is 110 by 110 feet.
Can I go ahead and cast Fairy Fire?
What would you cast Fairy Fire on?
I guess just the whatever is the nearest, like 20 foot, like obviously on the crates. So it's probably going to outline the crates itself, but also if there's anything nearby the crates outside of that, it would also outline that, or whether it's a creature or person, whatever.
Let's go to roll 20. And that way we can put that fairy fire exactly where you want it.
I guess just the crates closest to us on the right.
Here.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay. And what square would that cover, by the way?
20 feet.
20 feet. Alrighty.
And whatever's gonna get outlined will be outlined in green.
That square? Or a little further out?
Yes. No, that square, yeah.
Alrighty. What is your spell save DC?
Oh, dexterity 17.
17. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You see the crates in this section light up. Everything within that section shows this. You said light green? Light green lights this room up for you within 20 feet. Roll me a perception check, everybody, please.
we will give ourselves guidance if I can.
You sure may. Guidance yourself.
Natural 1 for a 3.
25.
22.
24.
24. Okay. Tables, the light's really pretty. Very pretty light. You don't get to see this kind of light very often. It is very, very pretty. For everybody else, you hear this gnashing and gnawing sound coming from back there.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, dirt doesn't make that noise. That's not dirt.
No, that's not dirt.
This sounds larger than your average rat, doesn't it?
I would definitely say so, yeah.
We will take a few steps forward.
And also, while you're moving, are y'all lighting these lanterns?
Yeah. I think
Yes.
Task is only for 15 feet. So let's see, if we go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, that. Does that, can that count for the next lantern as well to turn that one on?
It can.
So yeah. So once we get there, we will use task and turn that one on. I guess we're not, I guess, if we can, we'll continue to move a little further up, maybe go in a little bit to right there.
Okay.
And I think we're trying to be focused on, I mean, not only turning some of the lanterns on, but like if we hear anything else that isn't any of the people behind Nikky, I think he's ready with a ray of frost, just in case.
You continue as you all are moving to hear that gnashing and gnawing sound, and you hear like the sound of something sinewy being ripped.
Can I move out into the room a little bit? You know, follow shortly behind Nikky?
Yeah.
And just, I don't know if the lanterns being lit helps me see any better or not.
Roll me a perception check because you can see just fine.
Yeah, I guess can I see noises? 18.
Okay. As you start moving closer to where Nikky is, you start to hear that gnashing, that gnawing, that ripping and shredding sound that is coming from the top corner.
I think someone's having a meal up there. Quietly.
Yeah. Hey, Tables, it's good that you said you loved us earlier, because who knows if we're going to have much more time to say that to each other. That was really sweet of you, by the way.
Okay.
But I think, I mean, I think you look a little famished. You should go join their feast. Right over there in the corner. That way.
I thought we were trying to stop them from feasting.
Well, yeah, the point, just like, okay, then you go do that. Because I can't go first because I voted not to go first. And you voted a lot later than I did, so.
Okay. There's a visible confusion, being a bit overwhelmed with formalities and instruction. But Tables will comply because that's what Tables does. And I'll start walking over in the corner, rolling my sleeves up, and I'll just call out in a loud voice and say, "All right, rations is rations. You can't be cheating anything. Come on out."
As you start making your way towards that corner, you have to squeeze through the sides of the boxes to make your way to that gnashing sound, that gnawing sound. Is that as far as you get, or do you continue?
I would keep moving until I find the source of the noise. Yeah. I don't know how you want to play that out with turn order or anything.
Yeah, we'd follow loosely behind. However that may be.
Okay. You need to get up about right there.
I would keep going to right there.
Okay. Does everybody else follow?
In a kind of methodological way, you'll see Sarg make his way towards that right wall and start hugging it, and keeping his eyes on the rest of the room so that his back is always against at least one wall.
Okay.
So Lilith kind of just goes over to where they were, like almost like following, but not really like following all the way to where they're going. She's just going where they were to make sure there's a safe distance.
flicking on the light that's just above tables as well.
And as Nikky flicks on that light for you, that gnawing, that gnashing is getting closer and closer. You see someone with their back turned to you. They're dressed in clothes similar to most of the crew. They look torn. And they look ragged. And that metallic twang and rot fills your senses. As you yell about rations, you can tell they're bringing something up to their face and taking it away very quickly. The person in front of you slowly stops what they're doing, holding something in their hands. It will turn to face you slowly. They're a lot taller than you. And you recognize this person as they turn around and that light flickers above you as someone who has gone missing. Eyes are clouded over.
Do I know their name or anything?
What is their name?
Pierre.
Okay.
Pierre? What in the stone's hell's the matter with you? Where you been?
His eyes are clouded over. Pierre's face is covered in feathers and gore. As you see him take another chunk out of this chicken that he is holding. Face turns.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Four Fingers will fry that up for you. I don't know what you're doing. And I'll keep walking towards Pierre.
You hear the crunch of like a piece of bone that he pulled out with it.
Are we seeing what Tables is seeing, or is it just Tables that is seeing this?
Are y'all moving closer? Y'all hear Tables having a conversation.
I think Lilith is just kind of like trying to look over, trying to see what he's seeing, but not getting any closer.
With how many boxes are in your way, you can only hear at the moment.
So he's moving closer, but you can see him kind of almost lean around one of the crates so that he still has line of sight with Tables, but he leaned up against a crate.
How close is Tables to Pierre?
20 feet.
Okay, so he's 20 feet past. Okay, I think we're just floating behind, watching. Trying to figure it out, too.
Mouth hangs open. Head tilts.
I'll call back to the others in the room and say, it's Pierre. I don't know, remember him. He disappeared a few days ago, but I guess he's just hanging out down here. He started some kind of raw food diet.
Lilith, Pierre is someone that is an enemy of your father, too.
Pierre, why is that name? Oh, I know that name. What Tables, what is he doing?
He's eating what I think is a chicken, but he's not eating it like we normally eat chicken.
He's one of the ones that went missing, right?
Yeah, a couple days ago, I think, but we found him. I'll keep walking towards him.
As you keep walking, shoulders go back. You all start to hear the breaking and splintering of wood as dirt falls from the crates and you start to hear thudding. Shar, close by you, Lilith, close by you, something rolls out and it's light green shining as it stands up and its body starts to twitch and convulse. Neck pops.
If everyone will roll initiative.
Okay, here we go.
I got a 15.
14.
Lilith said 14.
Yes.
9.
9.
29. I got a 19 on the die.
Oh my god.
Monk shit.
Monk shit. Alrighty. So our order is going to be creatures, then tables, a creature, then Nikky, creature, then Lilith, creature, then Shar, and then creatures bringing up the rear. So with that, as tables, you start to speak to Pierre. Pierre does that scream at you. Pierre takes a step, 1, 2, towards you, and they're going to take 2 attacks against you. That first one is going to be a 24, and the next one is going to be a 13.
The first one hits, yeah.
All right,
13 doesn't.
first one hits. They are going to claw at you as you see Pierre drop his chicken, runs at you, and then takes these elongated claws and swipes up for the first one. He does 8 slashing damage.
Finish that thought. I have a reaction.
You have a reaction. Well, I need you to make a strength saving throw as he slashes up and tries to get a hold of you with his claws and your skin.
Okay, strength saving throw is a 25.
A 25 is perfect, as you do not have him latch on, but you do take 8 slashing. What was your reaction?
My reaction is to use deflect attack. Since it was bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing, I'll reduce the total damage by 1d10 plus 19.
You don't take any. Plus 19, yeah, you wouldn't take any. And with that was number 1, Pierre's turn as he swipes up at you, but you're able to deflect it. How do you deflect it?
I would say I kind of slap his hand out of the way. And at this point, I'm not sure if Tables would know that he's dealing with something beyond Pierre and maybe a little bit of a drunken state. So he's going to playfully slap it away like he's in like a fist fight with him.
And as you playfully slap his hand away, Pierre, you can tell his jaw unhinges as he tries to at you.
Okay, something's really wrong with you.
With that, this creature that pops its back, you can hear bones creaking, dirt falling out. It is on fairy fire as it is glowing this light green. You all will have advantage on this creature. I'm going to mark it light green. There we go. So 2 is going to charge at Shar since you are closest, gets right next to you, is going to take 2 attacks, claw attacks against you.
As it screeches, you don't recognize this person at all as it charges at you and comes into the light of that lantern. First one is going to be an 18. And the next one will hit as well. Do you have any way of increasing your armor class or any reactions you wish to take to stop the attack?
I can avoid an opportunity attack. Would that get me out of there?
Opportunity, no, as it is charging at you. Opportunity attacks are when you try to leave its range and then it attacks you. So this is a full-on attack. So with those two hitting, that is going to be 16 points of slashing damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw.
24.
Perfect. It slashes deep into you, but can't quite get a grasp on you, as it does 16 points of slashing damage. It is now Table's turn.
Okay. Well, it's on now. It's a fist fight. Pierre looks not like I last remember him. So I'm just going to start laying into him. And you said he's a good bit taller than I am?
Considering your height, yes.
Okay. I don't punch up. It's going to be at like the quad or the knee level. I'm just going to start laying into him with these fists. Just normal melee attacks here.
Normal melee attacks, you got it.
Okay, the first one to hit is an 18.
18 does hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, it's 1d10 plus 5. Got a 9 on it. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my class feature where I essentially start a combo now that I've landed my first melee strike. I'll use a focus point to do this, and that gives my next successive attack +2 to hit.
Okay.
So attack number 2 is a 28 to hit.
28 hits.
That's 12 points of damage.
You got it.
Then I'll use another focus point to do Flurry of Blows as my bonus action, which is 3 additional strikes.
Okay.
Okay, here's the thing. This one is a natural 1, but it's a 15 to hit.
Natural ones in combat are... Yeah, so you go to get this attack off. I need you to roll to hit on yourself, please.
Okay. Do I use the same bonus I had for the attack?
You do.
Okay, it's a +14 to hit me. Yep, dirty 20.
With a dirty 20 as that hits, when you go to punch, how do you fail?
So I'm like hips twisting, kind of like boxer mode. And I would say the arms are just slinging and one comes back and just catches me right on the jaw. It's a flurry of blows.
As you punch yourself in the face, roll your damage.
12 points.
You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I get 2 more flurry of blows attacks, right?
Mm-hmm. But the combo has stopped, right?
Combo resets to +2 whenever I take damage or miss an attack.
Okay.
So back to +2. Does a 14 hit? I don't think
14 does not.
so. Okay, and then last one will also only be a +2. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay, and that'll be 13 more points of bludgeoning.
Alrighty. As you get some hits off on this thing, and as you do, you can tell that, like, the body is starting to soften, like it's starting to rot as you punch into it. And when you punch, sometimes it goes a little too far in.
Like it's squishy? Like there's
It's
no bones?
Squishy.
Okay. I have no visible reaction to that, just internal. But that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. With that, it's threes go 5, 10, 15. Okay. They cannot get there. So they will... dash. And they will get right there, and you hear the rumbling of feet as they run, and they are going up the boxes, down the boxes, squirming and writhing and making their way towards Nikky. And with that, Nikky, you're up.
I had an idea up until then. Okay, I think we're still gonna try it. We will. This thing gets right up close to us, and we are freaked out. We do not like this. I think we're still gonna try a. What's the spell called again? Ray of Frost on 3, the one that just walked up, and I know it's at disadvantage, but we're trying it anyway. What was it? 13, 16 to hit?
16 hits. Roll your damage.
Oh. It is 13, 16 cold damage.
Okay. What does Ray of Frost look like for you?
Kind of like how the frost on that like puddle when he caught Tables and Shar kind of started slowly frosting, and then it was just like this jolt. Any of the like the water on say his arm from when they were outside getting rained on starts to freeze, and then it just shoots off of his arm as he puts his arm out in front of him to shoot it at number 3. I think when we see this thing like scurry over the boxes and under the boxes and such, we're just like, oh, ew, no, I want to stay. Nope, go back to your dirt, and then we shoot the Ray of Frost.
As you say that, and it screams at you. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No. Ray of Frost, though, I don't know if it'll be important, but that does take 10 feet of movement away from 3.
Perfect. That does matter. And with that, it is now 4's turn. 4 dashes, gets next to Lilith. And again, you can see those bones moving in a way that doesn't quite seem natural as it goes up the boxes, down the boxes, through the boxes, and makes its way to you, tilts its head. This is someone you do not recognize. With that, Lilith, you're up.
All right. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Lilith is going to use her staff as a melee weapon since it gets so close to her. And let me see. That's going to be... Oh, an 8.
Okay. And 8 does not hit. And out of curiosity, was that a natural 1?
No.
Okay. 8
It
does
was a
not
3 plus 5.
3 plus 5. Perfect. Okay. It does not hit as that attack. It looks like you touch it with your staff, tilts its head and bends its body in a way that it just sits with your staff where you hit it. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I don't think so.
Okay. With that,
Up the boxes, over the boxes, flanks. Nikki. That is going to be for the first one a 23. Second one is a 24. And you take 16 points of slashing damage.
How much is that combined, or is that for one of the attacks?
That was for both of the attacks, 23 and 24.
Okay. After that first one, if we may use our reaction to at least attempt to break up the attacks.
Ooh, okay.
When we took the damage from the first one, we were going to use our reaction. Let me be sure I got this. When we're hit with a melee attack, we can deal 14 lightning damage to the attacker, and they have to make a strength save.
Okay, so you would take 8 slashing damage as that first attack hits, and you feel scratches along your chest. It needs to make a what save, you said?
A strength save.
You got it. Ooh. With a strength save, that is a 5.
So it is then pushed 20 feet back.
Oh, okay. I also need you to make a strength save, as it does hit with 1.
Okay.
Not towards me.
Sorry, tables. 19.
Okay, with a 19, you can feel its claws trying to latch into you, and it yanks its claws back out, taking some of you with it as it is pushed 20 feet back. And since it's pushed 20 feet back, it still has another attack. You hear that screech as it turns to tables. And it's going to get behind you and take its last attack against you.
I'm sorry, tables.
We're 25.
25 hits.
You take 8 slashing.
Is that the end of that sentence? I have something I want to do.
I think you have a reaction to stop that, don't you?
My turn passed, so I get my reaction back. But I'm going to redirect the attack instead.
Okay.
If you reduce the damage to 0 via deflect attacks, you can expend a focus point to redirect some of the attack force. If you do, choose a creature you can see within 5 feet of you if it was melee, which it is. So I'll use a focus point to reduce it to however much.
It only does 8.
So I'll reduce it to 0 for myself. And that's coming from 5, right?
That is coming from 5.
I'm going to redirect it towards 1. And 1 has to succeed on a 15 dex save.
It succeeds.
It doesn't take any damage then.
Okay. As 5 looks like it trips up and almost hits 1. With that, Shar, you are up.
I'm gonna go ahead and equip my rapier and my armor, and then I'm going to take a swing at 2.
Okay. You got it.
That was a 19 to hit.
19 hits. Roll your damage. Also, at advantage, because it is on fairy fire, you can roll at advantage, see if you get a natural 20.
I think that's 7 piercing.
Okay. 7 piercing as you hit it with this rapier. And what does Shar look like as you hit it with this rapier?
He's gonna take he's just gonna jab at it with his rapier, and then after he makes contact, he's gonna use his relentless to do a precision follow-up attack. A precision follow-up attack, so then I get to roll another d8 and add that damage.
Okay.
Tack on another 6 piercing damage.
Perfect. As you do some damage with that rapier, it screams and screeches, and you can smell rotting breath on it as it yells in your face. Is there anything else we should do?
No.
Perfect. With that, it is number 1's turn, Pierre's turn. Pierre is currently flanking tables. That is going to be a natural 20 for the first one.
Ooh, can we... Oh, we don't have a reaction. Never mind. Sorry.
Ooh, okay. Natural 20 on the first one, and that is going to be a 24 on the next one. You take 24 points of slashing damage in total. 16 on the first one, 8 on the second one.
Okay, heard.
I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength save, you got it. That's going to be a 25.
25. It tries to grab a hold of you and grapple you and cannot, as you take those points of damage as it slashes hard with a natural 20. It is now 2's go. 2 is going to try and attack Shar twice. That is going to be a 17 and a 22. As you take 16 points of slashing damage, and I need a strength saving throw.
It's actually gonna bounce off my armor because my beetle armor is immune to slashing.
Okay. With that, as you are immune to slashing damage, you see it tries to like wildly scratch at you. I do still need a strength saving throw. With a 26, it cannot do anything to you currently. Realizing it can't, it's going to leave you and go over here. You may take an opportunity of attack against it. At advantage because it is glowing light green.
Yeah. Where, as it's leaving, gonna take one more swipe at it. So 17 to hit.
17 does hit. Roll your damage.
$11.
11
piercing.
points. You got it. As you hit it as it tries to run away, and it scurries away in a way that is not natural. With that, Tables, you are up.
Okay, and I'm surrounded here. So what I'm going to do is start laying into Pierre in front of me. It's just some fist strikes to the, whatever you call that kneecap thing. 14's probably not going to hit.
14 just misses.
And the second attack, a 25.
A 25 does hit. Okay, go ahead and roll your damage as you are striking down Pierre.
Yep, only 7 points of bludgeoning.
7 points.
And then for my bonus action, I'm actually going to use Patient Defense, the heightened version. So I'll use a focus point, and that lets me take both the disengage and dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay.
And it gives me 2d10 temp HP.
Nice. Alrighty.
Just tracking. I got 9 temp HP from that, and then what I'm going to do is sort of like, what do you call it? Like a spin-off move. I'm going to spin around 5 to back here.
Okay. As you do that spin to get behind 5 instead, is there anything else you're supposed to do on your turn?
Action, bonus action, movement. I do have dodge active until my next turn.
You got it. And with that, it's 3's turn. That damage that Nikky did with frost, you see it start to melt and it twists and it cracks like the bones are putting themselves back together and the flesh is starting to mend as it looks like it may be healing. With that, it is going to take 2 attacks against Nikky, and that is going to be a 21 on the first one and a 23 on the second one.
Yeah, because we don't have a reaction. So yeah, those both hit.
Alrighty, 16 points of slashing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, 9.
Okay, with a 9, as it slashes you, you can feel one of those attacks, the nails that are unnaturally long, tangle in your clothing and your flesh, and they yank you forward as it now has you in a grapple. And with that, it is your turn.
That is sweet, man. We will... use our bonus action to cast Misty Step to get away.
Perfect.
And we will go... Let's see, how do we... We're only going to go there for now. Just to get it... We're doing that just to get out of the grapple. And then as soon as we get to that point, we're going to see that... First of all, does it seem like anything about the spell previously was healing, or this is just a passive heal that it does itself?
Roll me an Arcana.
22.
Okay, with a 22, this is not a spell. This is an innate condition of whatever this thing is, as it twitches, and you can see bits of its skin start to form back.
Okay. I was wondering if it had anything to do with the spell that I cast on it. That's what I was double checking. But then once we get out this far, we will then use our action to cast Water Bullet on it, which, since I'm so close, it's a first level spell that deals 5d6 damage.
Okay.
I didn't even know some of these spells existed before I found them. So yeah, all the water that was on Nikky, the water that has melted off of 3, basically he takes control of that, brings it up in the air, and just kind of slams it on the top of this guy's head for 9.
And there's no save, no hit.
Oh, it is to hit. What am I doing?
You can go ahead and roll damage. I believe in your confidence.
23 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot about that part. It does 9, 11, 13, 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As you do 16 bludgeoning damage to it with... It's called Water Bullet?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it does damage based on how close you are. So the closer you are, the more damage it does.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why we didn't want to get too far away. But now we will use our 30 feet of movement. 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. We'll go right there.
You got it as you hit it very hard with this spell and seemed shocked that you got away. It was holding you for a minute, and you could tell that its teeth started to elongate as it was trying to bite into you at the start of its next turn as you disappear, and it's shocked and then gets hit with this spell. With that, it is now number 4's turn. 4 tilts its head, looks at Lilith, and is going to attack twice. Is flanking. That first one is a 25. Next one is only a 10. So one of these will hit, and that's going to be 8 slashing damage. And if you would, make a strength saving throw.
That is a 2.
Okay. With a 2. It slices and dices with its claws, and on that one that hits, its claws get stuck in your armor as it grabs deep, and you are now grappled. And with that,
Lovely.
it is now your turn.
Oh, man. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try to, like, shove it off of me.
Okay. Make a strength save. This is an action. Make a strength save. Your DC is a 13.
Oh, no.
You can do it.
I got a 4.
You cannot do it.
My strength is 0.
Oh no, as this thing grapples you and you try to push it off, but this thing is a little bit stronger than you are as it holds you in place. You can see these fangs start to grow, and it looks like it is about to take a bite out of you. With that, is there any bonus actions you wish to do?
Produce flame.
Okay, is a bonus action?
Yes, it's a bonus action.
Perfect. Yeah, okay. Where are you producing flame at? What you doing? How's this working?
So, in my right hand, can I do the colors?
Yeah, you can describe your spells however you want.
Cool. Okay. So in my right hand, it's just a big ball of flame of mixture of like purple and blue color, but you can feel the heat off of it. And I rolled a 27 to hit.
That hits.
And Lilith is just gonna hurl it as much as she can towards this creature. Gonna roll a 3d8
Nice.
for 14.
Perfect. As you do 14 damage to 4 that's holding you, as you burn it with that beautiful colored flame and hit it, you hear it. It's still got a hold of you though. As you feel it tighten almost. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No.
Okay. With that, it is 5's turn. 5 is going to, again, you see it heal almost like the popping starts to go back, and where you've hit it before starts to heal. And it is going to try and attack Tables. And that is going to be a dirty 20 and a 22 to hit.
Yeah, they both hit.
You take 16 slashing damage.
Yeah, okay. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it. Okay, roll me a strength saving throw as well.
Oh, strength save. Okay, let's see. Come on. 12.
Okay. As it slashes on you, you're shorter than it, so it grabs the, like, shoulder of your armor. Well, you're not wearing any. It grabs the shoulder of your shirt and a little bit of your flesh with it. Yes.
I don't know if it'll change it. I forgot to mention I have dodge going, so those attacks should have been at disadvantage.
I'll roll again. First one would, I think, hit with an 18. No. And second one would not hit. You do not take any damage and you are not grappled.
Oh, cool. The grapple is a result of taking damage?
It's a result of getting hit.
Okay. I wanted to make sure it was... okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so with it not hitting, you are not grappled. You do not take any damage. With that is 5's turn. Shar, you're up.
Seeing how things are playing out, I think we're gonna make our way over to number 2 to help out Lilith, and we're gonna continue our assault on 2 with another slash of our rapier.
Roll to hit.
$24.
With a 24 that hits, roll your damage.
$5.
Okay, 5 against 2. As you hear it hiss, and it turns to look at you, and it makes a screech, but then it turns back to Lilith, because Lilith is currently grappled, and you can see it salivating. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
When I make contact with that one, I'm going to use Relentless to follow up with a menacing attack. So I'm going to add on another 4 points of damage, and it has to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, or it'll be frightened until my next turn.
Okay, with Wisdom, it fails with a 11.
So it'll be frightened until my next turn.
Frightened of you?
It just says frightened condition.
Okay, so it is frightened, I believe. Since you're making that attack, it's a frightened of you. It cannot move any closer to you. It will have disadvantage on its attacks as long as you are in line of sight. And with that, is there anything else Shar wishes to do? Any bonus actions or anything?
I am close enough.
Ooh.
Because of my Rapier of Unity, all of my allies within 10 feet of me are also immune to being frightened.
Nice.
I guess I'm going to give a comforting presence to Lilith. And we're going to get out of this little mess together.
Lilith, you're in the grasp of this thing, but you have someone comforting nearby. This might be okay. And with that, it is now 6's turn, which I forgot to do last time. 6. Oh, Lilith, I'm sorry. You are grappled. It is going to take a claw attack against you. I'm sorry. It is a natural 20. You take 16 slashing.
Okay, that one, if we can, we're gonna silvery barbs the natural 20.
Silvery barbs. Okay, that means it gets disadvantage. And who do you give your advantage to?
We'll give it to Lilith. Actually, okay, yeah, we'll give it to her.
Alrighty, Lilith, you'll have advantage on something here in a minute. So it's going to attack again, and that is still going to hit, but it's not going to be a natural 20. So that is 8 slashing damage. And because you are grappled, this thing is salivating, and you can see drool coming from it. And because you are grappled, it chooses to take a bite, as it's going to bite into you, or try to, and it does with a 22. Oh. You take 6 piercing damage, and you take 7 necrotic. Your hit point maximum is dropped by 7. I'm sorry. As your hit point maximum drops from 99 to 92 until you take a long rest. And with that, that is 6's turn. Is now 1's turn. 1. Pierre did not like the fact that Tables ran away, and Tables is currently grappled. So, first one does not hit.
Tables is not grappled.
You were not grappled. You were not. I'm so sorry. You were not grappled. But we do get flanking. With flanking, do I still have disadvantage?
Until my turn, I have dodge on. But if you're flanking, then I guess it'd be a straight roll.
It would be a straight roll, where the first roll did not hit. Second roll is going to not hit either with a 16, as Pierre looks like he's starting to rot and he's trying to slash at you and he just can't do it. With that, 2 is up. 2 did not like the fact that Shar is coming up and trying to attack, but also is frightened of Shar, is going to try and swipe at you as you hear it hiss in fright, or like in fear, as it rolls at disadvantage, and that is definitely going to miss. And Lilith is still grappled. You see it swipe at Shar, and then it turns around and is going to try and bite Lilith. 16 meets it, beats it. Do you have a shield or anything?
Actually, maybe. I do have a shield.
Would you like to use it?
Yes.
You now have a 21 AC until the beginning of your next turn, as it tries to bite, and you see these teeth try to latch onto you, but they can't as you cast shield. What does shield look like for you?
It's kind of like just this like gold light, and is just like a barrier for her. Almost, I don't want to say glittery, like metallic kind of. Yeah, and it's just kind of like a dome kind of thing. Yeah.
As it tries to bite, and you hear like the clunk of something hitting your shield as it tries to bite, and his mouth elongates to where that jaw unhinges, and it's a little bigger than it should be. With that, Tables, you are up.
Okay. Seeing that Lilith is in a bit of a predicament, Tables is going to take off running towards that area.
You have disengage as well, don't you?
It ends starting my turn, I believe, so I will take the opportunity attacks.
Okay. 5 first. That is going to hit with a 21. Other one will not hit. You take 8 slashing as you run away.
And I charge to right here. And I'm going to take a swing at 4.
Taking a swing at 4. You got it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
It's a 24 hit.
24 hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, so as this what this looks like, Tables just takes off and screams at the top of his lungs. And he's this little tiny dwarven dude, but he starts hopping over these boxes and like bouncing left and right. And then he's flying through the air as his fist connects with the face of number 4 who's holding Lilith. And the damage on the punch is 8 points. But then I'm going to throw a smite into it, and you see Tables' fist like lighting up as he runs across the room. And as he hits this thing in the jaw, like sparks fly.
Okay.
Is it a fiend or an undead by chance?
It is an undead.
Okay, it's going to take an additional 3d8.
Oh. Ooh.
Not bad. Additional 14 points. I think it's radiant damage.
Okay.
But let me check. It is indeed radiant damage.
Okay.
With that, you do see it start to bleed out of these cuts, these wounds, these bruises. Since you're hitting it, it's almost like blood comes to the surface and seeps through the pores. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm gonna punch it one more time because I can.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, a 10 on it. Another 15 of bludgeoning.
Another 15. It is not looking good. As it still has a hold of Lilith. It's holding Lilith like you are its lifeline. But it takes these punches and you can feel... It almost feels like it's really grasping hard and trying not to let go.
Okay. And the rest of my movement, because I have 65 for some reason, I'm going to spin off and get behind it.
You got it. As you're getting behind it, you both are starting to flank it. With that, it is now 3's turn. 3. Does it still have its movement speed at minus, or does it now have its normal movement?
No, I think Ray of Frost only lasts until the start of my next turn, so it has its full speed back.
Okay. It cannot get to you, so it's going to go to Shar because it does not realize that Shar is immune to slashing. As you see it take these attacks, and no matter if it hits or not, you do not take any damage. But we're going to see if we need to do a strength save, which 16. So 1 is going to miss, but 1 does hit with a 16. It tries to grab a hold of you. Go ahead and roll me a strength save.
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Just passes. With that, it tries to slash. It tries to get a hold of you. It tries to rip off this armor that it can't get into, and it is not able to do anything with that. Nikki, you're up.
Okay. Of the ones in our little group down at the bottom here, I mean, they're all ugly, but which one looks like the worst off?
2 looks the worst off and currently is glowing. Well, hold on a minute. Is fairy fire concentration?
Let's see. I don't. Yes, it is.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a constitution saving throw to see if fairy fire is still up. You need to beat a 10.
$19.
19! Perfect, it's still up. With that still being up, the one that's on this light green color that's shining brightly in this room, you can tell it's bleeding the most. It's the ugliest in the room currently besides Pierre.
Okay. Seeing that, I think we're all focused over here, so we will pull our focus over there as well.
I lied. Rewind. 2's on fire. You know you could get advantage on it, but 4 looks like it's about to die.
Oh! Okay. Alright, let me just be sure on this real quick. Okay. Then we are going to twin spell Guiding Bolt to hit then 2 and 4.
Roll at advantage for 2. Roll straight for 4.
4 is 17 to hit.
That hits.
4d6. 8, 11, 13 radiant damage.
It looks like it is barely hanging on.
Damn it, I wanted to kill it. Alright, but then the second guiding bolt going to 2 is a natural 20.
Nice! Take max and roll.
4 times 6 is 24. So 24 radiant.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Oh, that wasn't great. So it's 24 radiant with 27. 35 radiant damage to the number 2.
Alrighty, as that hits hard. What does your guiding bolt look like?
I think if I may flavor it just to look a little bit different, I think I'd rather it look like a ball of lightning. I think so. I think Nikky's kind of conjuring this ball of lightning in his hands for a second, then shoots one out, one with each hand, one hitting 4, then the other one hitting 2.
As this ball of lightning hits the both of them, and they're both now not looking good and slightly fried. With that, it is 4's turn. 4 looks like it is starting to panic, as in what you normally see those bones popping back into place cannot occur this round, as it looks like it starts to steam rather than it starts to heal. It looks like it's going to panic. It's still holding on to Lilith like you were its lifeline. It is going to try and bite. But you currently have a 21 AC from shield since it has not been your turn. It cannot bite you as it tries very hard to do so. As you hear that clinking happen, it is going to drop you, almost throw you, and it's going to try and swipe at tables. Does not hit. As you can tell, it's starting to panic, and it did not heal this round. That is 4's turn. Lilith, you're up. It has thrown you down, so you are no longer grappled.
Okay, so I'm still in the same area, I'm just not grappled.
Correct.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take out my dagger, because now I'm mad. Especially after being grappled for so long. And let's see. No!
You do have advantage. You are flanking.
Okay. Let me see. It was going to give me a 17, and then it rolled to 3. So 14 plus 6, so now it's a 20.
A 20 does hit. Are you going for 4? You going for 2? Who are you going for?
It was 4 that had me grappled, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm angry, so I'm going to hit 4.
You got it.
And that's going to be 3 piercing damage.
3 piercing as it sinks in, and you can feel that it's almost like congealed blood that has been around a little too long as it flows from that wound, and it looks like it can barely hold itself up. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Is there anyone in the party that's, like, hurting significantly?
Tables is good.
I think it's you.
Yeah, I was like anybody else. No, it's just me. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
You got it. You're able to cast Healing Word on yourself. And how many points do you get back? And what does Healing Word look like for you?
So I'm gonna get 9 points back. And it's just kind of like this blue ball of light just going straight to my chest. Like, and yes, it goes to my chest, but it just heals wherever I need it the most. So where I was grappled. But it's a really soft blue light, not super bright, but just enough to cast that glow. And immediately just a big sigh of relief. Like, it may not be the biggest sigh of relief because not all of it is gone, but at least some of it has been relieved. I'm just glad I'm not grappled anymore.
You are able to not be grappled anymore and get some health back as you see Force struggling as you have put a dagger into it and looks like it can barely keep itself together. With that, it is now Five's turn. Five has been left all the way over here by himself. Will use his action to dash to get to where Nikky is, but cannot do anything else. With that, it is now Shar's go.
Shar kind of shouts out to Tables and Lilith because they're the two closest. We're pretty fed up with the situation at this point, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so going loud it is. He's gonna sheath his rapier and pull out his Hellfire shotgun, and he's gonna maneuver his way around again to there-ish and try and line up a shot on 2 and 6.
Okay, so it hits in a cone.
Yes.
Okay, it is ranged. It is ranged. So it would be at disadvantage with being that close. I don't think you have the trait sharpshooter. Or not sharpshooter. There's one that makes it where it's not. I don't think you have that feat, so it would be at disadvantage unless you want to take one more step back.
Sure. Like there-ish?
Well, that box is about 20 feet high.
Oh.
So you could try to climb it.
Like there-ish then?
There would give... It would be disadvantage on 2, but not 3.
I'd take out 3 instead. That's fine. We're just clearing out all the mobs, so...
So it is just... I just looked it up. It creates a 5-foot radius of light, but the bullet can only go towards 1. So you're going for 3?
Yeah.
You got it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll your damage.
$13. 15 damage.
Perfect. 15 damage to 3. And you are a master at this type of weapon. You can choose to push it if you wish.
Yeah, let's go ahead and push it 3 feet closer to the edge. I guess it would 10 feet. So it'd slam into one of those containers.
Yeah, it slams into one of those boxes. It's about like 3 boxes stacked on each other. So when it hits, you see dirt kind of shake from that box as it hits those and slams into them as you do 15 points of damage. With being a pirate and this being our very first like firearm in the game, what does this shotgun look like? Like what kind of shotgun does Shar have?
So it looks like your typical pirate blunderbuss, but being a Hellfire shotgun, it just you see these like kind of flaming chains hanging off of the side of it and below it, instead of like the leather strap that he carries it with. It's kind of like almost glowing red chains that are holding it to him.
Ooh, nice. As those glowing red chains give you light as this thing is shot within 5 feet. It lights up this area. And with that, is there anything else Shar wishes to do with his turn?
No.
Okay. With that, with it being 6's turn, 6 is going to 5 at 10. Go here behind tables. Lilith, you get an opportunity of attack here.
Ooh, okay. So I can just hit them, right?
Yeah, so any melee weapon you have, you can attack them with it as long as if you have Warcaster as a feat, you could cast a spell. But otherwise, it's just any melee.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and hit it with my staff.
You got it. Roll to hit.
Sorry, it's thinking about its life.
It's like, what do I want to do?
And that is going to be 1 damage.
Ooh, you got to roll to hit first.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. 17.
That hits 1 damage. Perfect. As you whack it with your staff, and you could feel it hit its back, but it just keeps on running. Tables, it's going to try and hit you, and that is a natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
How far are we? We're close enough. We're gonna use silvery barbs
Silvery
again.
barbs, okay. And who do you want to give advantage to this time? Lilith, you have advantage. I completely forgot. You have advantage on a roll your next turn. And who do you wish to give advantage to this time, Nikki?
I mean, technically, we all have like flanking on most of them, so there's advantage. We'll give it. Does the advantage last just like the 1 turn, or just until I use it?
I think you have to give it to somebody, and then it's supposed to be used on their next roll, but I forgot. So I think the next roll of whoever you give it to is at advantage.
Gotcha. Okay. We'll give it to tables then.
Okay, giving it to tables. With that, because of the silvery barbs, that is not a natural 20. And the next attack is a 19.
Meets it, beats it.
Alrighty, you take 8 slashing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
If I may, I would like to use my reaction to deflect the attack.
Okay, are you sending it to someone else?
I am. I'll use a focus point to try to send it towards 4.
As you send it towards 4 and 4, what is the save?
DC 15 dex.
Fails.
It takes 2d10 plus 5 damage of whatever type was coming at me.
Okay. Roll your damage.
2d10 plus 5, that is a 1 and a 2 plus 5, 8 points.
That is just enough. How do you wish to take out 4 as it is profusely bleeding this congealed, darker blood from any opening it has?
So the slash is coming at me, so I'd say I'd catch the wrist and push it forward through, right into the patella of number 4.
Alrighty, as you hit it in its knee, and you can hear the shattering of its patella as it goes through. The leg just falls off as it crumples to the floor, and it screeches. And with that was 6's turn. It is now 1's turn. 1 does not like feeling left out. It is going to dash and get next to Nikki. That is number 1's turn, as you smell like flesh that's being burnt back together almost, as it looks like it heals.
He doesn't like feeling left out. I feel a little too included right now. So if you'll walk away, it'd be great.
Pierre just runs up to you in that awkward run that doesn't quite fit Pierre. Then it's number 2's go. Again, number 2, you all can smell burning. Well, no, it got hit with a guiding bolt. Never mind. It looks like it's about to heal. And then you start to see steam, but nothing else comes from it as it tries to heal itself. It's going to take 1 against Shar and 1 against Lilith. Shar, that is going to not hit. Lilith, that is a 16. Unless you wish to shield.
No, that's okay.
Alrighty, you take 8 slashing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
$19.
19. It does not grapple you as it claws into your back, but it does not grab a hold of you. With that, that was 2's turn. And up next is Tables.
I'm going to turn around to 6 that was hitting me and start laying into it with my fists.
You got it. Roll to hit.
A natural 20 plus 10 for 30.
Ooh, for 30. That definitely hits. So roll your damage.
I'm going to throw a smite into it as well, because why not?
Get a crit on the smite, too. Go ahead and roll your damage.
The damage is 1d10 plus 5, so that's an automatic 15, plus the roll of 1. So 16 bludgeoning. Smite is 3d8. So it's 24 plus 13. 24 plus 18 is 42. 42 radiant and 16 bludgeoning.
So you just did 58 points of damage?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. 58 in one punch. What does this look like?
The fist lights up again and smashes right into, I would say, sort of the femur area, and sparks fly again as it connects.
As the sparks fly, this thing was looking just fine a moment ago. And then all of a sudden, as this strike hits, it looks like it can't quite put itself together, as it looks like it's about to fall apart. You have another attack, don't you?
I have one more because I used my bonus action. So we'll go for the other femur.
You got it.
And that's a 22.
22. Roll your damage.
9 points of bludgeoning.
It does not look like it is doing well as you hit it for 68 points of damage, or 67 points of damage in one turn. As you can hear bones starting to snap from those femurs that you were hitting. Is there anything else you're supposed to do on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to spin move around it and put it between myself and Lilith.
Okay. With that, it is now 3's turn. 3 looks like it heals. And it looks like it is doing better, as 3 doesn't like feeling left out. 3 cannot get to Tables. 3 is instead going to make its way right here. And it is going to take one attack at Shar and one attack at Lilith. Shar, that is going to be, good gracious, not going to hit with a 12. Lilith, not going to hit with a 14, as that is 3's turn. And with that, it is now Nikki's go.
Okay, so then between 2 and 6, which of those two look the worst?
6 looks the worst.
6 looks the worst. Okay. We will use our bonus action for Tempestuous Magic, because we are going to cast a leveled spell here in a second. But it says we can do this before we cast it to get a move speed of 10 without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
So we're going to use that to move 10. And we'll go 5, 10, 15 right there. And then for that first level spell we're going to go right back with Water Bullet.
Okay.
At number 6. 23 to hit.
23 hits, roll your damage.
Oh, double 6s. I wish that was important.
Critical
10.
injury.
12, 14, 16 bludgeoning to number 6.
Math is hard. I'm using a calculator. How do you wish to do this?
Oh, thank God. I think kind of the same flavor as before, just kind of taking any moisture, any water off people from the rain or from one of these things around us. But this time, I think they really do look like bullets, so they're sharp pieces of water just kind of just flying through, like he looks like a pincushion for the water. Pierces him multiple times. I think we have a little bit more movement. Oh, that was... Keep moving. Right there.
Okay, and as you keep moving, Four, who you took out a few moments ago, slowly starts to rise up. Looks around at all of you, and from its prone position will try to attack Lilith and Nikky at disadvantage. That was a natural 20 and a 19.
Against two.
Nikky, you take 8 points of damage from the thing you thought was dead.
Okay.
And 11 plus 6, 17 for Lilith. Which is another 8 points of slashing damage as this thing takes its claws and slashes at your feet, at your ankles, as it looks like it is slowly mending together. You may roll me an investigation or perception check if you wish to see what's happening.
Both of us or just Nikki?
Both of you. You both got hit by it.
10.
19.
With a 10, I think the shock of this thing, why is it not dead? Why is it not dead? You fucking died. Kind of what is resonating at the moment. With a 19, it's almost like you can see it, the chest starts to beat as it looked like it had died, and then starts again. With that, Lilith, you're up.
Oh, man. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hit this thing that we thought was dead with Thorn Whip.
Okay.
And that is a 24.
24 hits.
And that is 5 piercing damage.
With 5 piercing, how does Thorn Whip kill this thing?
So with Thorn Whip, it kind of, in a way, wraps itself around this. They're undead, right?
Mm-hmm.
This undead creature, and like the thorns just kind of burst out.
Okay. As they burst out, do they hit anywhere in particular?
It's not necessarily like they're shooting out everywhere. It's just kind of like spikes coming out of something.
Did the spikes come out of anywhere in particular?
Sorry, I can't say, but I think I picked up on it.
Oh no.
But I don't think tables could be like, do that.
With that, you take down 4. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action again for Produce Flame.
You got it.
And I'm gonna target number 3.
Number 3 rolled a hit.
That is a 26.
26 hits. Roll your damage.
16.
16. Perfect. As it catches fire, it is still standing. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No.
Alrighty. With that, it's 5's go. 5 still feels left out. Can get to Shar. That is going to miss. Can't roll for shit as they both try to swipe at you and they can't get a hold of any part of you. And with that, it is now Shar's turn.
Which is looking worse, 3 or 2?
Between 3 and 2, 2 is not having a good day.
So we're gonna whip towards 2 with that shotgun and take a blast at 2.
Perfect. Roll at disadvantage, unfortunately. As you are surrounded.
$16.
16 hits. Roll your damage on 2.
That is 11. No. 13.
13. You got it.
And then we're going to use Relentless to make another menacing attack on that one. We're going to add in.
Shar, you get... I just realized this. I'm sorry it took me so long. You get 3 attacks per turn. You get 3 shots per turn.
Oh. Alright. Well, with this first one, with that menacing attack as well, it's another 6 damage
6. You got
on
it.
2.
On 2. He's not looking good. And since this thing still is on fairy fire, you get to roll at just a straight roll, not disadvantage. Failed the save.
Then it's frightened. Hopefully, that doesn't matter. And then I guess I'll take another shot at it.
You get
Again.
2.
That is a 19.
19 hits. Roll your damage.
Eight more damage. And I guess our third shot is 15 to hit.
15 just meets its armor class. Go ahead and roll to hit. Or roll your damage.
Another 8 damage.
It is not looking good as you blast this thing with the shotgun 3 times. It is not having a very good day at the current moment. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Yes, I will take a bonus action. Way to go. Maneuver rally, and I will use one of my superiority dice uses to give Lilith the roll plus 8 temporary health. Let's see. Lilith, you're getting 16 temporary health points. And I just call out to her, we're closing this battle. You can make it.
Thanks.
And with that, it is now 6's go. As you all see where 6 died. I believe it was there. You hear that again. It's going to take a shot or a claw at tables at disadvantage from the prone position. And at disadvantage, that is a 21.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
8 points of slashing. Nikki, that is going to be a dirty 20 to hit, but the other one was a natural 20.
Yes. And I had a question that I forgot to ask the first time it came up.
Mm-hmm.
Using our reaction for that lightning damage. At first I thought it was phrased, it is just pushed 20 feet straight back from where I am, but it just says it's pushed 20 feet. Am I able to manipulate what direction they get pushed in, or do you want to keep it on the straight, whatever makes sense?
It doesn't necessarily say away from you, so I think at that point, because it's not stated, you get to choose.
Cool, because I want to do that again with number 6.
With number 6, okay. And where are we going?
Well, I ask now, but I think we'll push it back towards number 1. So it's taking that 14 lightning damage. If we can be so specific to say it's a lightning bolt that hopefully hits the heart, I don't know if that's something I can say or not. You tell me. But
Ooh. It's lightning damage, though, isn't it?
It's lightning damage. There's no attack roll. So I don't know.
You see it go down immediately, and that heart stops. But is there a way that it could still beat if nothing pierces it directly?
No. Surely not.
And with that, it's number 1's turn. 1 is going to get right here and go for tables. 2 attacks. That is going to miss on 1 and a dirty 20 on the other.
That hits.
8 slashing damage, and I need a strength save and throw, please.
Let me check real quick. I will deflect that attack.
Okay, are you sending it anywhere?
No, I don't have a target anywhere in me.
Alrighty, you got it. You're able to deflect it. Since it's a plus 19, it does nothing to you.
But the save's based on getting hit, right? Technically, it hit me. It just didn't do damage.
Correct. It is based
So
off
strength
of hitting
save?
you. Yes.
14.
With a 14, you just pass. And with that, that was 1's turn. It's now 2's turn. 2, you can tell it starts to heal a little bit as that smell of flesh mending, that burnt smell, looks like it heals. It's going to take 1 attack against Lilith, the next one against Shar. For Shar, that is not going to hit with a 12. For Lilith, that is going to hit for a 16, unless you want to shield.
I'll go ahead and shield.
You got it, as your AC is now a 21 until the beginning of your next turn. As it tries, bounces off that shield again. With that, tables, you are up.
Am I picking up anything about the nature of these things coming back to life?
Roll me a perception check.
I wouldn't happen to be able to use the silvery barb's advantage on this, would I?
Technically, yeah.
Or is it only on attack?
Technically, yeah, you could use it.
Sure, why not? Advantage on perception. Here we go. 18.
18. Yes, you are able to tell something about their heart is coming back. When they go down, comes right back.
But they also feel squishier than usual, right?
Mm-hmm. Like they're rotting.
Okay. I'm going to start laying into 1, but I'm going to start punching around the chest, around the rib cage. I'm going to try to break it open.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a 28 to hit on the first one.
28 hits. Roll your damage.
9 points of bludgeoning.
You got it.
I'll go ahead and use a focus point to start a combo. Second attack.
Roll to hit.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
Another 9.
You got it.
I'll use a focus point to do flurry of blows. 3 more attacks.
Okay.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
12 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
A 17 to hit again. No, 24.
24 hits. Roll your damage.
7 points of bludgeoning. And then a 26 to hit on the last one.
26 hits. Roll your damage.
15 points of bludgeoning.
Okay, another 15. Hold on. Math is hard. Okay, it is still standing.
Say, I don't know how it works mechanics wise, but I'm literally trying to punch a hole in this thing's chest and hit its and stop its heart somehow.
Okay, and as you keep hitting its chest, you can feel those bones in that sternum break
As you keep hitting in the same spot. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'll move up just slightly. Just
Okay.
positioning right here.
You are able to move up. And with that is 3's turn as you see 3 heal slightly. 3 is going to step out of Shar's range. Shar, you may use a opportunity attack with a melee weapon.
Here, let's go and try and melee it with my rapier. So that's a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Roll your damage on 3.
And piercing.
10 piercing. You got it as you hit it pretty hard as it tries to run away, and it is going to take 1 hit against Nikki and 1 hit against Lilith. Nikki, that is going to be a 17 plus 6.
That hits.
Roll a strength save, please, and take 8 points of slashing damage.
18 on the save.
18 on the save. Alrighty, and then on Lilith, that is an 11 plus 6 to hit, but you have shield up, it can't hit you. And with that, that was 3's turn. Nikki, you're up.
Okay, so we aren't grappled?
You are not grappled, no. Not with an 18.
We will, doing our best to still stay within melee, we're going to move 10 to right there.
You got it.
Because that shouldn't provoke an opportunity attack, right?
Correct.
Cool. And I think feeling that we killed creature number 6, I think as he's moving, kind of like surprised that he killed it. There's like a aim for the heart, and he's real excited because he thinks he did it. And we're gonna go to 2.
Okay.
We're gonna take out our rapier, and we're gonna try and stab it through the heart.
Okay, roll to hit.
Which I think we still have advantage, correct? Because it's still fairy fired.
Yes, he is still fairy fired.
Okay. 23.
23 hits, roll your damage.
We're gonna booming blade it as well.
Okay.
Nine piercing, and then 7 thunder.
Okay. And as you do that, so you try to pierce it, and you get that thunder and you get that boom. It looks like it's about to keel over, but it's still standing.
Dang it. Oh, do we want to do something about that? No, we won't. We'll leave it.
Okay, we'll leave it. As with that, it is number 4's turn. 4 on the ground. I believe it was right here. You hear that as it screeches. Nikky, it's going to take an attack against you twice at disadvantage. Disadvantage, thankfully, that misses. Disadvantage, that misses again as it goes for you. And 4 is back up. With that, Lilith, you're up.
Okay. I think between 2, 3, and 4, who's worse off?
4. Definitely.
4. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stab it with my dagger
Okay, where are you aiming to hit?
in their chest.
In their chest. Roll to hit.
Oh no, 12.
A 12 does not. Well, it's prone. Roll at advantage.
Okay. Yes, 23.
With a 23, as you go to stab this thing in the chest, and you do so, you feel the chest break. And then you hear this noise as it bursts into flames and turns to ash. Four
Okay.
is gone.
Everybody just saw that, right? I'm not. That wasn't just me, right?
Saw it and heard it.
Okay.
Definitely heard it.
If we can, in the middle of combat, we want to give a high five to Lilith.
As the high fives go around, Lilith, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I will go ahead and do healing word on myself.
You got it. Roll your health points back.
Three.
Nice. As you get 3 healing back, 3 is better than none. With that, it is now 5's turn. 5 has not been hit at all, as 5 is going to try and hit Shar twice. They both will hit, but you're immune to slashing damage, but I need a strength save.
That's a nat 1.
With a natural 1, it grabs you by your armor and tucks its nails underneath one of the folds, lifts you up off of your feet. Even though you are very tall, it manages to get some air on you as you have now been grappled. And with that, Shar, you're up and in a grapple.
Wheel? We're gonna go for an acrobatics to escape this grapple.
Alrighty. With that, your DC is a 13.
So 14, just
14
barely.
just barely gets you out, as that is your action to get out of that grapple. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
We're gonna move to behind 3 and get out of this little sandwich that I was in.
You got it, as their nails bounce off when they try to attack you as you run. With that, it is now Six's turn. You hear that slow screech as this thing comes back, and with no one to attack it, or able to attack it right there, it'll use its movement to slowly stand up, and you see those bits and pieces pop, and it will 5, 10... make its way to tables. It's going to attack you twice. They both miss. With that, it is now one's turn. One is going to attack tables as well. Both are actually going to miss. And with that, 2's up. You see 2 heal slightly as some of those wounds begin to mend. It is going to take 1 attack against Nikky, once against Lilith. Nikky, that will not hit. Lilith, that will not hit. With that, it is now Table's turn.
Okay, I don't have a way to pierce anything, but I'm going to try to punch as hard as I can into Six's heart.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a natural 1.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit yourself or go prone.
It's a 26. Is that like, is it a roll to hit? Is that what I'm rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits.
How do you hit yourself again?
Probably the same way. I mean, this thing's really tall, and I'm trying to aim a punch, and Tables is not one for precision. So, in trying to aim, he actually probably follows through too hard and sort of snaps his jaw a bit.
Okay, roll your damage.
Solid 9.
Okay, you take 9 points.
But that was only my first, so I'm going to shake it off and start punching again.
Okay, roll to hit.
21.
21 hits, roll your damage.
14.
14. As you punch it in its chest, how do you pierce its heart the way you're saying you're doing?
So normally I punch with a closed fist, but Tables is a dwarf and his fingers are like stone. So I'm going to put 2 fingers out instead and sort of like cobra strike into the chest.
Okay. You cobra strike into it, and that area has softened. So you take your fingers, you poke through the chest, you break the sternum, and the sternum actually pierces it, and you hear it scream as it bursts into flames and disappears. Is there anything else we should do on your turn?
Yes, I'm going to put my hand out and say, "It worked." And then I'm going to run over and start punching 3 because I have bonus actions left.
Okay, you're going over to 3. Go ahead, and you're going to leave 1. You're not going to hit 1.
I thought I killed 1. Never mind, I'll stay with 1.
Okay.
I got confused. I killed 6. Now 1 gets it. I'll use the focus point to do flurry of blows, 3 strikes.
You got it. Roll to hit.
23 for 9 points.
You got it.
21 for 15 points.
How do you wish to do this?
Can I do the same now that I know that it works? I don't know if his chest is softened this much, but it's the same type of pointed strikes with the fingers.
Yeah, I will say you were able to do the exact same thing, and you hear that scream, that squelch, and then the bursting of flames and ashes at your feet. You still have 1 more flurry of blows.
I do, and now I'm going to run over to 3 and put that one in the chest region as well.
Roll with advantage.
Oh yeah, because it's flying. Okay, advantage. Oh, not great. A 4 and a 2. That's a 14 to hit.
14 just misses.
And that's all I got.
You got it. As that is now your turn, it is now Three's go. You see Three heal slightly. It is going to take all of its attacks against you since you're poking at its chest. That is going to be only one hit with a 22. That is 8 slashing, and I need a strength save, please.
Let me deflect that bad boy.
Okay, are you sending it anywhere?
No, I don't have another. I don't want to send it towards an ally. They have to be within 5 feet of me. Yeah, take this, Shar.
You deflect it.
I will just. Yeah, I'll just deflect it. But I have to roll the save, right?
Yes.
22.
You don't have anything to worry
21.
about as it tries to hit you and you smack its hand away. With that, it is now Nikki's turn.
I think we got real disappointed when we saw 6 stand back up, but then we're glad Tables ended it. So we'll give like an air high five to Tables. We're not close enough to do it, but we'll do that.
Okay.
We're going to use a rapier again and try and stab 2 through the heart.
Through the heart, you got it.
$23. 16 plus 7, right?
Yeah, 23 hits.
And we're going to Booming Blade this one as well. 6 piercing and 10 thunder.
How do you wish to do this?
We're putting the blade right through the chest. And if I can, if it's like, I mean, tell me if it's not like dead, but I'm hoping that the thunder damage can like make the heart explode.
That heart in its chest explodes and you hear the sound of that squeal cut off as it turns to ash on your sword.
Oh, we're just gonna take it back and just kind of wave it around, get the ash off, and prepare for whatever's next. Actually, it's only 5 left?
Sorry, I deleted the wrong one. You took out 2. 3 and 5 are left.
Gotcha. Okay, I see. We'll actually just move right there then.
Okay, as you all start to surround 3. With that, Lilith, you're up.
Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna go in with my dagger again because that seems to be what can kill them. Right in the chest.
In the chest.
In the chest. Alright, rolling to hit, and that is a 10.
Did you roll at advantage?
No,
You
always
have
forget the
advantage.
Yes. That was a 9.
Okay, unfortunately, you try to hit with that dagger and you do hit, but it doesn't go through the skin. And with that, is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
No.
Alrighty, you got it. It's 5's turn. Tables, roll me a d4.
Yes, ma'am. That will be a 4.
5, 10. We'll get right here. Both of these attacks are going against Nikki. That is... First one's a natural 1.
And he stabbed himself in the heart.
Actually, I think he does hit himself. Because 7 plus 6... No, he doesn't. That's 13. Never mind. He doesn't hit himself, but he does trip with his claws. But the next one is a 13 plus 6 for a 19.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That is 8 slashing damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh, natural 20 on the strength save.
As he kind of tumbles a little bit and goes to slash at you, he can't get a hold of you, but he does a little bit of damage, and that is 5's turn. Shar, you're up.
Feel a little close in, so we're gonna draw that rapier again. And we're gonna slash at number 3.
You got it. Roll to hit 3 times.
So first one is a 25.
That hits. Roll your damage.
9.
You got it.
24.
24 hits.
6 damage.
You got it.
14.
14 misses. Just barely.
So with a miss, we're going to use... Way to go. Maneuver, precision, attack, and so when I miss an attack roll, I can roll a d8 and add that die to the attack roll.
With only missing 1, you hit.
It's another 6.
Another 6. Alrighty, as you do a good bit of damage here with that rapier. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn? Do I need to make a save, or is that only with the shotgun?
That's just with the shotgun, but on this last strike, since we're all pretty fed up, I'm gonna add Fire's Burn from my giant lineage, and I'm going to add in nine fire damage.
9 fire. You got it as you hit this thing hard and then start to burn it. Is there anything else you should do on your turn?
No.
You got it. With that, Tables, you're up.
Okay, well, we've got 3 in the middle of this, like, gang pile. I'm just going to start punching them, just, like, stomping them.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll all these at advantage.
Okay, here we go. First one. 26
Hits.
for 13 points.
You got it.
18
Hits.
for 14 points. Use a focus point for your blows.
Okay.
29
Hits.
for 7 points. 23 for 10 points.
How do you wish to do this?
Oh, again, like pointed. I know what works on these things now, so trying to pierce the heart with my little sausage fingers that are hard as stone.
You got it. And again, that shrill shriek and then ash off of your hand almost as it burns on your fingers. You still have another attack. Do you wish to use it?
Yeah, I would jump onto this ash pile as I move forward and then put that last one into 5.
You got it. Roll to hit.
Natural 20
Ooh.
for 30. Not going to smite that one. So it'll be 15 plus 14, 29 damage.
29 damage as you hit this hard. And I think since everybody is around you, y'all can hear the thud of bones breaking in this being as you hit it for that hard. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn?
Yes, as I'm kind of in the zone, I'll yell, "Spin move!" And I'll run around like this and get behind it.
It will take an opportunity of attack against you.
Okay,
It misses.
that's my turn.
Nikki, you just hear spin move. It's your turn.
We're gonna stab it again, but before we do that, does this thing look like... I'm not trying to take up my turn with this, so you let me know how much I can do.
Okay.
I just want to try and check this thing out a little bit. Like, does it look like this has any of the like similar bite marks that we saw with the animals? There's anything that can like help point us in a direction as to why this is the way it is.
Okay, roll me a... We're not trying to use an action to do this. Roll me a perception. Your DC for not using this as an action is a 25.
Okay. For 25, I need 18 or higher. Oh, I did not.
Okay, you're not 100% certain.
Okay. We'll still attack it, though.
You got it.
And does tables work for flanking?
If you moved up 1 square up,
Cool.
It would.
Well, we will do that.
you got it.
20. Oh, well, there's my 25.
Oh, no!
And we're going to booming blade it. Go for the
Okay.
heart again.
You got it.
3 piercing
3.
and 13 thunder.
Alrighty. Math. Alrighty. With that, is there anything else we should do on your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Perfect. Lilith, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna Thorn Whip the number 5.
You got it.
Do I still have advantage or no?
With where you currently are, that would not be considered flanking. Did you use your advantage from Silvery Barbs yet?
At least I don't remember.
Okay. I don't remember either, so we're going to say you still have it. Usually for those, I forget all the time. They're right as soon as your next turn starts, but I don't think we used it, so go ahead and use it.
Okay. 14.
You do not hit. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Got so excited. I was like, wait. So that does not hit. That just misses their armor class. Is there anything else you're doing with your bonus action?
I want to try Produce Flame.
You got it. Roll to hit.
It's a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. Nice. All right. Hitting with a 3d8. And that is 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. You got it. It is not looking too hot as you all are doing damage to it back to back, but with that, it is now its turn, and you see those wounds, almost like the burns from that fire that just happened, almost mend over with rotting flesh as it heals. With that, it is going to... It knows it's in a rough spot right now. It's going to take the opportunity of attack. And it's going to try to run. Lilith, Nikky, Tables, you can take an opportunity of attack against it.
I would love to.
I got a 21 to hit.
Roll your damage.
10 piercing.
Tables or Lilith.
I got a dirty 20.
Roll your damage.
15 bludgeoning.
13.
13 to hit. 13 does miss. As you can tell, it's bleeding profusely as it is trying to run. With that, Shar, you're up. It is currently 60 feet away.
Jar's going to give chase and move. What can I? Well, he's gonna try and close the distance and go here.
Okay.
And he's gonna pull out his shotgun again and get it ready.
You do not currently have a clear aim, as it is behind that box.
Hang on for a bit.
Okay. Do you wish to use your action to dash to get close to it? Because you could use your action to get there.
I won't get to it, but I guess I'll dash and kind of take cover against this stack of boxes.
And the stack of boxes is about 15 to 20 feet tall. And with that, Tables, you're up. This thing's trying to run.
Okay, let's see. Let's do some math here. I have 65 movement speed. So, yep. I'm going to run up to it, and Tables is just bouncing all which ways as he's running up. And I'm going to run up right behind it, and I'm going to start punching it. I don't want it to get away.
Okay. You start to punch it as you weave and bob through these boxes.
16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll your damage.
14. Next one's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
7 damage.
How do you wish to do this?
Oh, if I can catch it, right between the rib cage and the back and try to poke all the way through to the heart. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm going to try.
With hitting it so hard, you are able to poke it through the back and hit its heart, and you feel it stop beating as it starts screaming and turning to ash.
Just sort of a exhausted exhale as it's coming down a bit. And I'll turn around and say, we got to tell the captain about this immediately.
Oh, absolutely. That was cool. But gross, but cool.
Everybody okay?
For now.
Been in worse spots. That was definitely a rough one, though. Never seen anything like that.
Has Table seen anything like that before?
Roll me a history check.
10.
As far as you can remember, no. Maybe on a drunk escapade at some point, but that probably wasn't what you thought it was.
I've had a few people try to bite me and grab me, but not with the jaw thing.
That certainly was an experience that I never want to experience ever again.
I agree with you there. Hopefully they're the only ones on board.
Well, I mean, now we know what took out the animals, and I mean, we know where some people have gone, not really how they got here, but I mean, we have some answers.
And we know to aim for the heart and just destroy the chest.
Let's just hope the captain believes us.
I mean,
it's a good point. We don't really have any bodies to show. I mean, is there any ash in the pile still, or does it just completely go away?
There are still ashes on the floor. It's like little piles of dirt and ash.
So, like, did something in the dirt cause this? Did they come out of the boxes?
oh shit, what if every single box of dirt is one of these things? What if that's it instead? Like the dirt is the things we just fought, and there's like 500 of them here.
Nikki, roll me a history check.
Oh no. We're gonna give ourselves guidance. We need this. Okay. Oh no, we're good. 11 plus 7, 18 plus 3, 21.
With a 21, some of them were already open.
Right, and there were 6 of them that were open.
There were just 6 extra.
Oh, that's right, 6 extra.
How many were open?
I guess, GM, how many were open?
With that 27, I believe you rolled at the beginning of session. Quite a lot.
And if we can take a peek, the boxes, the crates that these things, I don't think Nikki necessarily saw them, but I assume, like, saw them break out, but after the fact, how many crates, like, were these crates, like, broken open?
The ones that you heard the crates breaking, 5 of the crates are broken through, like something smashed through it.
Smashed out of it. So do we feel pretty confident with what we think?
Is there anything we can do to, like, reseal it or put something over it? Like, over these boxes to keep them like that? Like,
You may try. How would you do that?
I don't even know.
Just put the lid on and sit on it.
But if there's a hole straight through the box.
Well, yeah. So, can I ask, we alerted all of these on the ship. Did they all feel to be like the same type of weight? Can we surmise that all of them, 506, are filled with this stuff?
With those of you who helped load, they are all, the ones that you picked up, extremely heavy. And now, seeing what you've seen, as you look at these boxes, the longer you look, the more they start to look like coffins. And as you all are discussing this, the ship violently sways. The creaking of this boat sounds like the boat is about to break. The emergency bell on top of the deck starts ringing violently and rapidly, and you begin to hear horrified screams coming from top deck. And that is where we're going to call tonight's session.
I knew it!
I wonder what's going on out there.
Thank you so much for watching Session 1 of the Gilded Fang. If you're excited for Session 2, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Then we get notified when the next session comes out. Please make sure to check out our player social media accounts as well. You can find those links in the description below. May your pockets be heavy and your heart ever light. We'll see you soon.